Sprinkles if you got them. Jack's Donuts. Find a location near you. Now.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. This land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Craving comfort fresh food made from scratch daily? Check out Aspen Creek Grill. Located across from Hamilton Town Center and beside the Holiday Inn, we offer family farm-raised premium black Agnes steaks hand-cut daily, creamy pastas, salmon chicken, and fall-off-the-bone ribs. Start with our famous powwow shrimp appetizer, and don't miss our refreshing drinks. Family-friendly or a great night out with friends. Aspen Creek Grill. Aspen Creek Grill, Noblesville. Call 317-559-3300.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment, whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
All I ever wanted was to feel loved. He said he loved me. My friends told me it wasn't a big deal. They thought he was so cool. But they didn't know what he wanted me to do.
All I ever wanted was to feel loved. You have no idea the kind of pressure I felt to take things to the next level. Things were moving so fast. I was basically the only person in the freshman class who hadn't done it yet. So, we did.
I loved him.
I thought she loved me.
My health class had CPR at school. I stayed after class to talk with the instructor about it. They showed me that it didn't have to be that way.
They showed me that I get to make my own choices.
There is another way.
That's the best thing CPR gives you. Another way. A better way.
A healthy way. Sometimes you don't see it because you're in your own world, but they don't make you feel bad. They talk to you like a real person, and they save kids from really unhealthy decisions. They tell the truth, and they know what they're talking about. So yeah, my life was different. I started to choose the better way.
I honestly don't know where I'd be or what I'd be doing had it not been for CPR.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
You want a career that will transform your life while you change the lives of others by helping them live well. With a health or exercise sciences degree from IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences, you will gain an in-depth understanding of the healthcare industry while preparing you for a variety of graduate and professional programs in health. And with Indy as your classroom, you will have clinical options within leading hospitals right in our backyard, as well as a degree from Indiana University, reputable leaders in the healthcare industry. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
After the Marine Corps, I was diagnosed with PTSD and became homeless for 15 years. Like a hermit living on the street, I just existed. I came to Wheeler Mission. Wheeler operates on a culture of kindness. Going through their programs reminded me that my meaning in life is to serve God. God set me free from anxiety and depression. Before Wheeler, I just existed, but today I live.
Sprinkles if you got them. Jack's Donuts, find a location near you, now.
Hey conductor, how about something new? You played this last year. Come on, get your head out of your sacks. We're trying to hear. Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You saying I did?
And welcome to South Bend, Indiana, and Layton Stadium at Father Bly Field at St. Joseph High School. I am Carl Stutzman. Alongside me for today's game is your color analyst, Jim Irizarry. A new adventure for IndianaSRN. As for our first time, we are a primary broadcast for a team all the way up here in good old-fashioned South Bend, Indiana. We've worked our way north, and we are excited to be here with you. We have an exciting game for you today. It is the 1-3 South Bend St. Joseph Indians taking on the 1-3 South Bend Adams Eagles. I want to take a second to introduce my partner, Jim Irizarry. Jim, thanks for coming out and joining us today. We are in the throes of football season.
Yes, we are. Fortunately, still nice.
Yes.
Still nice out. But yeah, we are definitely in the the throes of football season. We've got all the high school action here. We've got Notre Dame in action tomorrow. The NFL kicking off this weekend too. The whole place is just boiling over with football.
This has got to be the most exciting weekend in football. I mean, we're talking Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we get to kick off our first broadcast for St. Joe here on this Friday, and that is pretty exciting. And I'm not going to brag on the Indianapolis folks, because I know you guys have a lot of fun down there. And IndianaSRN, by the way, an Indianapolis-based company, amazing. They do so much great work, and we're very happy to be here. But we are literally in the shadows of Notre Dame right now.
Yeah.
And where is there a better place to watch football? So let's talk about the game. South Bend St. Joseph is a team that is on the rebuild. You and I have been in this area for a really long time. From 2010 to really 2016, they were one of the premier teams in the state of Indiana.
Yeah, they were, and unfortunately, like you said, it's been a little bit of a hard go the last few seasons, but they field the team. They're competitive. They put on a good game, and hopefully it can start translating into some more wins here soon.
Yeah, week in and week out. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities for them to make a big difference. And 1-3, they started the season with a win. They've had 2 kind of disappointing losses in there. Granted, they did at one point come across one of the best teams in the state of Indiana in Mishawaka.
Yeah.
So this is a team that has seen the best, and they've also played some teams that maybe weren't the best. And that's given them an idea of where they fit in and where they can make some progress, too. And also, this is the first season back for head coach Ben Downey.
Okay.
And he was the one leading that team from 2010 to 2016. So he had 51 wins in that amount of time, took him to back-to-back state titles. Since he left, 23 wins, I think, in that amount of time. But South Bend St. Joseph trying to rebuild that culture, trying to get things back in here. Just a quick minute before break. For folks that are excited about high school football this time of year, you got to understand, it's still early in the season.
Yes, very early in the season. I mean, are we to the halfway point yet?
No, we're not.
We're coming up on it.
Yeah, we're week number 4 is where we're in this one.
Yeah.
I think South Bend St. Joseph has put themselves in a good position to kind of make a difference for themselves, really, at the end of the year, and we're excited to get a chance to chat about that as well. Got a little bit of a late start here getting into the pregame, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll have a couple of stats for you along with the beginning of this matchup. So we'll be right back on IndianaSRN.
Hey folks, good to be with you for tonight's game. My name is Andy Simpson, and I'm a licensed IHSAA football official, and welcome to Friday Night Football, powered by IndianaSRN. On behalf of the 340 football officials, the IHSAA, the crew here at IndianaSRN, we hope you enjoyed tonight's game, and more important, don't forget to subscribe to the IndianaSRN YouTube page. As you're watching tonight's contest, I'm going to show you a few of our signals that will help you better understand the information we are trying to convey. Touchdown. Safety. First down. Holding or illegal use of hands. Encroachment, or offsides commonly known. False start or illegal formation on the offense, or a free kick, scrimmage violation. Face mask, intentional grounding, roughing the passer, clipping, illegal shift, illegal motion, illegal block, pass interference by the offense or the defense, delay of game, and the one signal we dislike and you as fans don't like seeing, unsporting. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight and following us on IndianaSRN. You can also tune in to the Football Weekly Show and Coach's Show every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. on IndianaSRN.org. Finally, if you've ever thought about becoming an IHSAA official, www.ihsaa.org and click on the Officials tab or call the IHSAA office at 317-846-6601. Now, sit back and enjoy the game.
And back on the field here at Father Bly Field, St. Joseph High School in South Bend. And we're already ready for kickoff. We'll get you the starters here as soon as they are on the field. South Bend, St. Joseph won the toss. They have elected to defer until the second half. The ball's at the 40, and we are ready for high school football and the home start for the St. Joseph Indians.
All of a sudden, the sun coming in strong, too.
Sun coming in, and all of the players getting excited. Gary Jones, Gary with an E-R-R-Y. Throws me off. Puts the kick up, and he grabs it at about the 12-yard line. Off to the left side, looking for a broken tackle, gets a nice block. He hits the edge. He's got some space all the way up to the 50-yard line, jukes forward up to the 45, and, other direction. Up to about the 44-yard line is where they're going to start him, and that was a really great return for South Bend Adams.
He got the hole on the left side and just ran right through it. Nobody was stopping him. He had nothing but green in front of him for a long time.
Yeah, you're looking at the replay here, and they just broke the edge. A couple key plays, and he made that corner, and that's where he was going to make up his spot. That was number 4, Adrian Petty, on the return as they set up for their first possession of the game. Now, there are 2 players on their side that are known to play quarterback.
Day is the quarterback.
Statistically pretty close, but it looks like they're going to start with Torrin Day. He's got 1 wide receiver right, tight end set, hands it off to the left-hand side, gets a block, can't quite hold it, and there's already a flag down on the field. Jim, looks like that's in the area of holding.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be holding.
Not a great way to start, but they did come out with that tight end heavy package. They kind of showed their cards a little bit there on the first play.
Yeah, telegraphed that a little bit, and they couldn't even keep it clean.
Yeah, so they'll march 10 yards backwards. We'll see where they are. Now, this is where South Bend Adams has actually struggled statistically. As far as their total offense goes, they only have about 560 yards over their first 3 games of the season. Rushing-wise, just 215 yards and 1 touchdown. And South Bend, St. Joseph, I think one of the things they've done well, they've not given up much. I mean, as far as their numbers are concerned, it looks like they are on the net positive.
Yeah. Very positive.
Yeah. All right. They get the ball back at their own 45-yard line after the penalty. Snap is up high, has to jump to go get it. Wildcat formation. As they had, it looks like Wesson was taking that snap. See if we get any yardage on that. Maybe just a little. About an extra.
Looks like a couple of yards.
Yeah,
2 yards.
2 yards. Not too much going. I think they maybe gave him a little bit extra on there, but that's okay. New formation. They're going to bring Day back out at quarterback. 2 wide receivers on either side. No tight end help, getting the substitutions in. Whistles there. St. Joe giving them a little bit of space here. They know they've got room to play as we're at 2nd and 18. Motion to the right. He's going to sit in on that tight end spot. That's Solomon Parker, number 8. Again, a high snap. Tries to get this one out of his hands quick. He does. Completes to number 4. Back up to just about the original line of scrimmage, and another flag
That's
flies.
a late one, too.
Yeah. Adrian Petty on the reception. That one looks like it's going to go on St. Joseph.
Yeah, that looks like
personal foul.
Personal foul.
So that's going to be an automatic first down for them. They'll march at 15 yards forward. A couple penalties already are playing this game, and depending on where they spot the foul, that's going to move them all the way up to the 30.
Yeah. Penalties are going to kill you every time.
Yeah, penalties early especially can be a problem. Hopefully that is not conducive of what's to come to the game as they make that adjustment forward. By the way, I want to say a special thank you to South Bend St. Joseph for having us out today. They provide award-winning, affordable Catholic education, preparing students for college and their careers. Go to stjohigh.com/admissions to learn more. Day back in shotgun again. 2 wide receivers left, tight end on the left side, and 1 wide receiver down at the bottom of your screen. Snap is there, and met almost immediately. How did he juke that tackle?
Jeremiah up the middle, no gain.
That was a good break in by Santana Suarez.
Yeah, Santana Suarez almost got the handoff on that one. That's how quick he was on the ball.
So defensively, what are our starters for South Bend St. Joseph?
Up front, we've got number 58, Caleb Boyd. Suarez right there in the middle of the line. Corey Smiley on the other end. The linebackers, Futa Aronowski. We've got Kulchis as well. And then in the secondary, Boyer, McCullough, Sparky, Miller, and that's Sam Sparky first, and then Gavin Sparky.
Well, there
as
you
well.
go.
So.
All right, so we've got Day back at the line again. He snaps it this time, fakes the handoff on the reverse. He's going to go down. Jukes out of it.
Gets out of it.
Pass to the 25, to the 20, and that's where he's going to go down. And St. Joe going to kick themselves a little bit for that one. They had him 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, gotta do better on tackling.
Yeah, we'll get a chance to see that one again. But frankly, you had two guys right on the quarterback, and they just jumped. Neither one went for a tackle, and it was a good juke and a good play by Day. We're looking at the replay here. Nice march out, and they are officially in the red zone.
Yep, 1st and 10 at the 19.
About 8:50 left on the clock as they're pushing down to this one. It's not going to be Day in the backfield this time, as we'll get the direct snap in the Wildcat formation. He looks forward, decides to keep it himself, hits the outside edge, is met by a tackler, and a good gain of about 5 or 6 on that run. We weren't given a number 0 on our official depth chart, but we will figure out who that is for John Adams. I have not seen Patterson out on the field yet. That could be him. We'll get that figured out here for you as quick as we can, but it looks like Day is back on the field. 3 wide receivers left, 1 bottom of the screen, as they're back in that shotgun formation. High snap, he missed it. He's going to have to fall on this ball. South Bend St. Joseph recovers the ball. Did they recover, or did Adams get it? Oh, no. So close for the Indians.
Almost.
But that's still going to be a big loss for Adams.
Squirted right underneath Elijah Kulchis.
Yeah, and we'll get a look at the center here. He's having some struggles early on. Snaps have been just a little bit high, but good heads-up play to try and get onto that one from Kulchis. And we are having some video problems at the moment. They're working on getting that connection fixed. Don't go anywhere yet. We'll keep your action here. Day is still at quarterback. Trips left, single on the right. And one running back. That's a good snap this time, but he's looking forward. It's going to be there, and just a little too little lolly on that one.
Yeah, could have used a little bit more under that one.
Trying to find a way to gain some extra yards, maybe put themselves in a position to score, but at now 4th and 23, that's going to be a bit of a stretch with the ball on the 33-yard line. We haven't seen the kicker. We don't know what their abilities are from this range.
Yeah, they haven't changed any of the personnel yet, so.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting. There's high school football, a lot of conversation to be had, and we've talked about programs before, you and I personally, that they don't punt ever.
No,
but
very rarely.
When you get down inside the 33,
it's almost impossible to.
Yeah. All right, we do have a timeout for the Eagles, as we'll take that opportunity to kind of go over a couple of stats here real quick. So, we're on defense, so we'll talk about defense. When you're looking at Adams' record, looking at the Indians' record, they're 1-3. But as far as scoring goes, and as far as yards go, even with that game against Mishawaka, where ultimately they ended up losing, looking for those stats here, 30-8.
Yeah, 30-8.
They've managed to stay statistically very close in those 2 losses they've had.
Yeah, the victory over Lakeland, that was just 17. They allowed just 17 points. Mm-hmm. They only gave up 8 to Glenn.
Yeah,
8 in the high school game. You don't hear of that.
No, and an 8-3 game, that's a bruiser football game.
Yeah, that's an Iowa, whoever Iowa played in week 0 or whatever it was.
So you're seeing the room for growth and the opportunity to where they are growing here, and that's certainly good news as they are back on the field. And at 4th and 23, not quite sure what the goal is here, but it's first down or nothing, so it's going in the air. or they're just going to try and play the field position game.
They've got to get to the 10.
Yeah. Throws it up, a little bit short, and can't run with the ball till you catch it. A hard lesson learned for Adrian Petty, and with that, out comes the Indians offense and their first opportunity to make a difference in this one. Let's go for our offensive starters here real quick.
All right. On the line, left to right, we've got Aronowski, Kuntz, Dawson, Ditch, and Laudeman. The X-back is Dave McCullough, Gavin Sparky, the Z-back. Elijah Kulchis, the H-back, Hayden Miller, the S-back. We've got Joe Piontek as a running back as well. And then number 3, your starting quarterback, Alex Ortiz.
Now, Alex Ortiz has had to this point a pretty good year. If you're looking at passing yards and where they've been, 478 passing yards over the first 3 games of the season. That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
And you've played some pretty stout defenses in the meantime.
You have.
Looks like they're going to start out with 2 wide receivers on the right, bunch tight ends on the right-hand side. Bunch tight ends on the right-hand side, wide receiver top and bottom. Trying to get the numbers out there for the starters. It looks like it's going to be Fortner down at the bottom of your screen and Spark up at the top right. See what the concern is here as we've got a quick stoppage in play.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, please. This is from the officials. Absolutely no foghorns anywhere in the stadium.
Well, there you go. Apparently there was a foghorn.
I must have missed that one.
I apparently missed the fog, too.
Right.
I haven't seen that yet. But here we are. All right, we are ready to go. Ortiz back in the shotgun. 2 tight ends on the right-hand side. Wide receivers single on the other hand. Puts it in the belly of the back, and he'll brush forward for about 3 yards. Trying to catch here who our back was that took that first handoff.
I think it was number 28. His jersey is folding up in such a way that
you can't see it. I think
it's either an 8 or a 9.
I think it was Brady Farrell, who's listed as the second running back on the depth chart. As they line up this time with 2 wide receivers left, nothing to the right except for the H-back. Handed up the middle again. Fumble with the quarterback. Ortiz just falls on it. And that's going to put him right around the original line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit less.
Messy exchange on that one, resulting in the almost fumble. Ortiz having a fall on it, and as a result, they are back down. They're back to the 32.
Actually, it looks like what happened there was Ortiz was going for the handoff. The ball just kind of got stuck and squirted out. That's it's not fundamentals. Everyone sees it happen in college football and professional football. They do those quick read option handoffs. Those aren't easy. We'll have 2 wide receivers down to the left, 1 to the top right. Ortiz is going to throw this time. Hits him on the out route. Ball does not make it in. They would have been short of the line to gain anyway, so just like that, a 3 and out to open the game. If you're the Indians, you want a little bit more. Snap issues do not help. Moving 6 yards backwards.
If they can clean up the snap issues, then things will be all right. But I have a feeling that we may have an adventure on our hands as far as the snap goes.
Yeah, Sparks going to be back to punt this one. We'll see after the big kick return who they put out to return this one, because it is Petty, who had the nearly 50-yard kickoff return before. Snap is there, punt is up, a little high, and it is going to go out of bounds at about the 44. Let's see where they mark it here. They will move him all the way up to, the 49. It's a rough spot. South Bend Adams now getting 2 consecutive possessions with pretty good field position.
Yeah, a short punt like that.
First and 10 at their own 49.
Punting in high school anyway is kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't type of proposition.
Yeah, you're not guaranteed yards at any given point. So they're going to stretch things back out. It's going to be Torrin Day taking the opening snap. Two wide receivers left, tight end on the left side as well, and that's exactly where they're going to run it. Hits that hole hard and met right up the middle.
No gain.
Looks like we had number 33, Kolchis. I'm getting that right now because I'm hearing the announcer pronounce the name for us. So Kolchis with a great tackle there.
Yeah, and he was on that play from the get-go. No gain on that play.
They've now kind of telegraphed their runs first play.
They have
both drives. Yeah. You put the extra tight end on the end of the line, the extra protection, kind of know where it's going to go at that point. Disciplined football. Keep your assignments. They're getting set here. It looks like they're going to have one wide receiver on either side. Shotgun formation. Sweep across. Hand off to the back. He's got a hole up the middle. He'll take the shot at right about the first down marker, and he'll get a couple of extra yards there, and that will be an Adams first down.
Gain of 11. That'll be an Eagle first down.
And 11 yards. You can't complain about that. Just found the hole up front. And I think it looks like confusion. I wonder how much of it is maybe moving a little intentionally for Adams before they get their plays in. Day getting set with looks like a tight end on either side of the line. Two wide receivers to the right, one in the middle. He's going to hand it off again. He'll juke outside. No hole this time.
No gain there.
Yeah.
Off the right side, gain of a yard.
Looked like, let's see who pops up here. Gets that first tackle because he was met right at the line of scrimmage.
With the tackle.
Yeah, it's Fuda. Met him immediately. So good. Good stop there.
I'm just looking at across the field. They got to move the chains here.
Yeah, they had not moved the chains before the last play. But we're sitting here at 4:01. Ball's on the 40. 2nd and 10. And they didn't reset the play clock either. We'll see if they get this off. They do. It's there. He's got some pressure. Gets it off before he gets hit, and that's going to be an easy interception. Indians get it back. Interception from Dea McCullough, and he's going to get them into the right side of the field. First turnover of the game, and it puts the Indians right where you want to be.
That was basically going to be which one of them was going to catch it, because he basically threw it right into triple coverage.
Well, and I didn't quite see on the back end there who is the closest on the rush. It might have been Trevor. Jersey, he flew in there so fast. We literally, even on the replay, you couldn't see it. Some pressure in his face and then some pressure from the back end. I think it was that tackle on the back end probably caused that one to float.
Things.
Yeah.
Sure.
So they're going to get set, and they're going to be kind of in a big man formation here to start things off. Two wide receivers to the right, one tight end on the left. Wide receiver on the left as well. And you've got Ortiz back there to take the snap. Ortiz looking to get rid of it quick. Puts it on the outside shoulder, but just too high and out of the reach for Fortner.
Intended for Fortner.
Needed to hit that route a little sooner. He might have been able to get to that spot.
Well, sooner or put the ball lower. He actually, to his credit, outside shoulder throw. That's exactly where the ball needed to be because the defender was coming inside. Yeah. Well read by Adams, too.
Just a tad high.
This time they're going to put Spark up on the left, Fortner down on the right, along with Hayden Miller. Those are your wide receivers. Ortiz will take the snap. And pre-snap penalties will get you every time. See what the call is. If it's a false start or if it's a
false start. Yep.
False start against
5 yards back. Getting that count right is always interesting. And again, we're only 4 games into the season. Still a lot to be cleaned up and gotten used to for both teams. Two wide receivers right. This time it'll be Spark and Miller to the right, Fortner down to the left. Ortiz takes the snap, holds it, going to have to dump it off quick to the wide receiver, to the running back for the screen. Good grab, good block, and he'll get us back to the original line of scrimmage. Quick little play there. Number 20.
That's Brady Farrell.
Brady Farrell.
Yeah. Brady Farrell kind of staying at home a little bit.
Yeah.
Was in there for to get like a little
Gain of about 5 brings up
get a
3rd and 10.
quick block in before heading out on his route, and fortunately was able to get that one.
Credit where credit's due. Linebackers for South Bend Adams were not very fooled on that.
No.
But number 5, Austin Fuda, threw a great block upfield to even give him a chance to get those 6 yards. Snap is there for Ortiz. He's got someone on his back again. Block is out. He's going to keep it. Stays on his feet. Couple of jukes. Another spin, and he's all the way up to the 38-yard line, and our first Indians first down.
A couple of spin moves right there. Looking
just hit the juke. Got the replay coming here outside, and I'll be honest with you, right about here, I thought he was done.
Yeah.
Gets that, 1 spin, 2 spins, finally knock him down. Good yard for the good gain for the Indians. I like the old-style, the old-fashioned huddle formation. Quarterback in the front.
Right. Yeah.
Everyone in the back. That's how you do it. Very tight bunch formation here. And that's going to be an easy false start.
Ooh.
Quarterback wasn't even set. They could probably take their pick, but likely number 6, Liam Lamont.
Yeah, there were a couple.
Yeah. You can choose which one you want
False
there.
start against the Indians.
Big gain, false start. 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
That'll make it 1st and 15.
2:22 left here in the first quarter. And we'll try it again. Switch up the formation a little bit, but not much. Everyone's kind of bunched there on the left side. T's going out to the left. There was nothing to be found there.
Not fooled on that one.
So let's talk about down the field.
3.
Austin Fuda. Man's throwing blocks like it's his job.
On the tackle.
Yeah, just wish, that more of that would happen throughout the team, quite honestly, because Ortiz has been getting swallowed up.
Charlie Haig is into the game in wide receiver. And they made a couple of switches there. He's going to line up down to the left of your screen. McCullough's at the top along with Miller. You've got Haig and Spark down below as they just get it quick out to the right-hand side, and a flag will come in. We'll see what the call is there.
Miller on the reception.
Happened almost a little bit too fast for holding, but we'll see.
Gain of about 2.
Special thanks to those that have supported St. Joseph Athletics over the years. Last year, donors contributed more than $120,000 for scholarships through the SGO, providing support to nearly 100 St. Joe students. If you're interested in helping, the number is 574-233-6137, 574-233-6137, as we get back to the action following the false start, and now we're looking at 2nd and 18. Not a good place to be in. They're going to have to come up with some yards here quick. Oh, they declined.
Yeah, they did.
So it is 3rd and 17. There you go. Take the loss. And a timeout for South Bend St. Joseph. We'll take the opportunity to take a quick 1-minute timeout as well. 0-0. 1 minute left in the first. This is IndianaSRN.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Back on the field as we are ready for more action in South Bend. South Bend St. Joseph Indians taking on South Bend Adams. We are at 0-0, 3rd and 17, ball on the 46. Alex Ortiz is behind center of the shotgun. 3 left, 1 to the right. He's going to step back. He's got plenty of time this time. Scrolls out to the right. Can still look, trying to find something, finds nothing, decides to keep it, and they're going to play the field position game. He'll go out of bounds at the 39-yard line, and that's where they're going to have to figure out what to do on 4th down.
That was like textbook coverage on the wide receivers.
Textbook coverage on the wide receivers. A lesson also to be learned for the wide receivers. Find your way back to the quarterback.
Right.
Don't turn your back to the quarterback. You find your way back over to him, as they're going to have to punt away. It looks like it's going to be Petty back there returning again, and Spark will put this one up. Ball in the air from the 50. Got something on it this time. This could be a close one. It hung out a little bit there. See where they mark him. It's probably, I'm guessing, around the 12. Now they're moving further forward than that.
16.
Up to the 16-yard line, and we'll switch sides. So, back and forth, really not much in the way of any momentum in any one direction. Kind of seemed like Adams was going to have there for a second. We had a big run on 3rd down. We had the big run on 3rd down on this side from Ortiz, but so far no one's really grabbed anything yet.
Bad penalties at bad times.
Yeah.
Both teams getting themselves into 2nd and long, 3rd and long. You're not going to get many first downs that way.
No, you are not. Day is back to take the snap. 2 wide receivers left, 1 at the bottom of the screen. Hand off to the right-hand side. Nope, he plays the keeper on the read option. Falls forward for about 2 yards. That's actually, I think, one of their. I think that's their first positive play to open a drive so far. This is their 3rd drive of the game.
I think so.
As far as I know, the last 2 have either gone with a penalty and gone backwards, or there's just been no gain.
Austin Fuda as well, not being fooled on that play either. Up with the tackle.
No, and you want to talk about a big running back on that side. I mean, they've got plenty of strength, does John Adams. And that is going to be the end of the quarter. Time has wound itself down. We're sitting at 0-0. 2nd and 8 on the 18-yard lines, where you'll find us when we come back for the 2nd quarter on IndianaSRN.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
Sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Back on the field here at South Bend St. Joseph High School. I'm Carl Stutzman alongside Jim Irizarry, along with our producer Ben Wood, and on the cameras, Chuck Levine. Thanks to everyone who's helped make this broadcast possible, including South Bend St. Joseph High School. Did you know that Indiana offers a state tax credit for donations made to the Scholarship Granting Organization of Northeast Indiana, the SGO of Northeast Indiana? If you make a donation, students receive scholarships, and you receive half that gift back in tax credits. If you donate $1,000, that means you get $500 back, and at the end of the year, those taxes make a big difference. Plus, your contribution directly benefits students at St. Joseph High School, so it's a win-win for everyone. You can learn more at stjohigh.com/giving. That is stjohigh.com/giving. This is usually where I'd say after the first quarter, Jim, what are your thoughts? But there's not been a whole lot to think about yet.
Both teams just kind of hanging around midfield, basically, and it's like each one of them gets to the 40, gets the opponent's 40, and it's just done.
Yeah,
the wall goes up.
And we're looking at 2 fairly evenly matched teams here. Snap is there for Day. He's going to get it to the outside, breaking a tackle, number 11, Max Sekendi. as that'll move them forward to look like about the 26-yard line. 24 is, it looks like, where they're going to mark them out. Or you can be shorter than that. Yeah, down to the 22. No, 23, 24 is what we're looking at here.
3rd and 4.
Provided they move the chains in time. They need to get to the 27.
I'm looking to see this again, but Day's getting ready to take his snap back there as well. Ooh. Nope. Snap was back behind him. He gets hit immediately. Wasn't Day this time that was taking that snap. It looks like, and I'm checking the stats here, it looks like that was Jeremiah Love. I think Jeremiah Love is the one back there wearing the number 0 jersey today. He's actually their leading rusher on the season so far.
Again, snapping apparently an adventure today.
2 quick plays, 1 positive, 1 very negative, and we're back to 4th down and pinned back. Yard of field in a game of field positions. This is not where you want to be. Joss Nziza, who actually is one of the team's leading receivers, is going to be back as the punter. Delay of game.
Delay of game against Adams.
So that's going to march them 5 yards backward. They're not quite within the range of half the distance to the goal line. And instead, they're going to be punting from their own 10.
I mean, that's just giving up more field position, quite honestly.
Yeah, and so let's see here. This is going to be a big opportunity. Looks like back there receiving is Mikhail Dudley. Is that 22? Let's get a look here.
It's Jack Haig.
Jack Haig. There we go, number 12. What a kick.
Ooh.
That is a great punt, and he's best to just let that one sit.
It's a little bit of a St. Joe roll, but
just a bit.
That was a great kick.
Also worth noting, another flag down on the field. Today's game brought to you by Thompson's Yellow Flags, the yellowiest flags in all of football.
Hunt is down at the St. Joe 48, where the Tribe will take over 1st and 10.
So we'll see what the call is here. The initial spot's the 48.
It's going to be a shame if they got to knock that kick off, because that really was a great punt.
Yeah, that was net 42 yards.
Yeah.
It's a solid punt. Check what the call is. Face mask.
Face mask against the Eagles.
On the return. So, not on the Eagles, it looks like on the Indians.
Correction, face mask against St. Joe.
So they'll march 15 yards backwards since it was after the kick had already occurred. Which they're at the 48 now. That'll mark them back to the 35?
33.
33. 15, not 13. You know, math is fun. As they're making their changes here. By the way, we appreciate everyone who's joining us for today's first home broadcast for the Indians. And I'm looking here. What are we waiting on?
Yeah, like you got to spot the ball for the. Yeah.
Well, but they haven't moved him 15 yards yet.
Yeah, we still got to.
Unless they declined the penalty.
Which, why would you do that?
So it looks like the penalty was actually on Adams.
Okay, all right.
Not on the Indians.
It was an unsportsmanlike conduct against Adams.
Okay, so
there we go.
I mean, reverse the field. Penalty now benefits the Indians, and they're going to start with the ball on their own 37. This is a big opportunity for them to put some points on the board.
Their best field position of the day.
Yep.
Have they gotten across the 50 yet?
I do not believe
besides
so.
this?
I think this is. Yes, they did. They did on that scramble. On the last drive. Snap is in the belly of the back. He runs directly up the center. Gets nowhere with this one. And actually, it looked like it was Marvin Lopez who's in at quarterback right now.
Gain of 4.
As they're going to give Ortiz a break. He's on the sideline with the coach. Not sure what the situation is there. But Lopez, your new quarterback, in for the Indians. And a good gain there of about 4 yards. We're at 2nd and 6.
I believe we're getting a little look at some coaching up
Yeah. Coaching up, getting a good taste. Nothing's going. There's nothing wrong with making a couple changes. McCullough is wide to the left. Bottom of your screen is going to be Haig. As Lopez takes the snap. Belly of the back again. This time, not as much yardage to be found. Maybe 2 yards, yeah. But this is their first, I think, third and manageable situation. They're looking at a 3rd and 4.
Yeah.
Parker on the tackle.
Yeah, I mean, both teams, both sides really. I mean, it's been 3rd and 10, 3rd and 18, 3rd and 15.
Well, and
a 3rd and 4 is almost refreshing.
And I would guess, based on previous decisions, that we're in 4-down territory right now.
Absolutely.
So probably 2 chances to pick up this 4 yards. Lopez remains in at quarterback. McCullough down at the bottom of your screen. Haig up to the left. Tight ends on the left side as well. He's just going to hand it up right up the middle and tries to make that cut. Stays on his feet. That's going to be close. I think he got it.
I think he got it too.
That was a great run by Piontek.
Parker again on the side.
Just
fantastic effort.
Broke through those lower leg tackles. We'll see on the replay here.
That's enough for a single.
And they are going to mark it for a first down. How about that? They'll get another shot. Good tackle there also on the other side by Kamaj Parker to just hold on.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we got to at that point. He was just hanging on, and he fortunately hung on just right.
Hard to gain yards with 185 pounds hanging onto your feet.
For some guys, I think.
Lopez back to take the snap, hands it to Piontek again. Piontek ducks to the left side. He got a quick little hole there. Hit it well, and he'll go down. And how about that pancake? Did you see that?
I did.
How about that pancake? That's what I want to see on the replay. Look at that. Look at that pancake up on the top left side. I don't know if we're going to get it, but
74,
yeah.
Holden Louderman.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Drove his guy almost all the way to the sideline. Look at the top of your screen here. Follow number 74, and then at the end of the play, bam! Love it. That's football, baby. All right, so we get a good gain of 7 on first down. Ball's in the 19, 2nd and 3. Lopez will stay back at quarterback along with Piontek. Actually, it looks like we've got a pro formation. Haven't seen that in a while. Hands there again. Piontek again. Bounces one. Flag will be thrown right at where the tackle happened. I don't know what that call is going to be, but not really much to gain there.
Yeah, he just ran into a brick wall there. With the pro setup, kind of a telegraph.
Yeah. I got to tell you, one of my favorite things, and I've done games out here before, about this stadium is you always get the younger kids who, even during the game, face mask penalty. Wow, that's a big one on the Eagles. So that's going to march it forward. We're within the half the distance of the goal situation here, I believe. Inside the 20 on a 15-yard penalty.
Put that at the 9.
But as I was saying, if you look back actually beyond the field just a little bit, you actually get to see all the kids out here that are playing flag football, playing catch, having some fun. Lacrosse teams out there practicing. Kind of see them back there in the back of your screen. Love seeing that at a high school football game because it's about community. It's not just about the score, and it's not just about the game. It's about community, and that's good to see.
And sometimes those flag football games can be more interesting than the game on the field.
Well, there we go. Let's get some points in this one. Lopez has got a good opportunity with the ball in the 9. He's looking left, screens back right, tucks it, runs right into the tackler, is pushing him. Wow, all the way down to the 5-yard line. So let's talk about Marvin Lopez at 5'11", 166 pounds.
Parker on the tackle.
Stiff wind could blow this kid over.
Yeah.
And he just drove that tackler back about 6 yards.
He ran like he had like another 70 pounds on him.
Yeah, they're going to mark him at the 4 too. So here we are with 2nd and 4 on the. I don't know if they can statistically get a first down here.
I don't think so either.
I think the first down is the goal line.
Yeah.
So 8 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to get this one off pretty quick. And they're going to have to take the snap fast. There you go. Gets it off just in time. Piontek gets the ball, bounces out to the right side, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Indians.
Piontek just following the hole.
That's all you got to do.
Yep.
Follow your blockers, and you're going to find your way inside. And with that, we have our first points of the game. Just like that, bam, bam, bam. And into the end zone he falls. Interesting setup here. Okay, they're going to kick the extra point.
Jones on for the extra point. Eck is the holder.
Trying to make it 7. Kick is up. And kick is good. I don't know why they're worried about field goals. After that, that thing would have been good from 40 yards.
Yeah.
With that, we have our first points of the game. 7-0. Indians with the lead. 5:57 left in the second. Be right back after a short break on IndianaSRN.
Every day in the United States, 2,500 children between the ages of 12 and 17 abuse opioids for the first time.
Most of these drugs enter homes legally, prescribed by a doctor. Many kids get prescription pain pills from friends or relatives, sometimes without the person even knowing.
The lawyers at Anderson, Agostino, and Keller urge you to use your medications only as prescribed and to properly dispose of any unused medication.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
From the shades of Notre Dame Stadium at the homes of one of the most prestigious Catholic institutions in South Bend, Indiana, we're back for this matchup between the South Bend Indians and the South Bend Adams Eagles. Kickoff is ready. Short walk up for this one. And not really a onside kick, but kind of a squib. Oh! Wow. Bad decision.
Should have let that fly out of bounds.
Bad decision. Let's see, number 80 for Adams. That would be Mike Sinski. Just stuck his arms out there, and look at the replay here. He tries to. I don't know what his goal was. It was going out of bounds.
Yeah, he was going to go out of bounds if he caught it anyway.
And it hits the turf, and that's a dangerous play. Actually helped South Bend St. Joe a little bit because it went back an extra couple of yards.
Yeah.
So instead of being at about the 30, they're going to start their drive from the 26-yard line. 27-yard line. I think I need glasses. This keeps happening.
I've got a pair you can borrow.
Yeah, there we go. Day back in behind center, trying to get this one off quick. He does to the outside. Quick little move.
Nice spin move.
And gang tackled on the outside for number 2, Josh Nziza.
On the tackle.
But you know what? You'll take those gains if you're South Bend Adam. Yards have been hard to come by.
They have been. They can't seem to get out of their way as far as penalties go, and then the last 3 series or so, I'd say that St. Joseph has really ratcheted up the defense.
Yeah, they've been doing a great job. And if you look at their numbers from games earlier this year, defense has been their strongest point. About 10 on the clock left before the snap comes off. Wide receivers 1 on both sides. He's going to hand it off up the middle, nearly tackled, about 6 yards back. And he's going to get hit anyway. Great penetration and great finish there by McCullough. Actually, I think that was that
loss of 6?
No, yep, that was McCullough on the tackle. So good cleanup there on that side.
Back to the 25.
For the Eagles.
Gotta love those TFLs. That's my favorite stat on defense. Sacks are great. Interceptions are great.
Tackle for loss, though.
TFLs. You got more opportunities for those in a game than you do sacks or turnovers. You got to make them count, and that was a big one there, as it's now 3rd and 12. Snaps there for Day. Steps back. Steps forward. Looks like he's going to throw it. He's going to have to tuck it and turn towards the sideline.
No
South Bend St. Joseph's there. Throws it back towards the middle, and a dangerous throw.
I think that's going to be pass interference.
Yeah, he hit the receiver. Man, talk about getting bailed out.
Oh. That was at least a coverage sack.
Ill-advised throw by Day. That ball would have been out of bounds.
Yeah.
But that's in the area of defensive pass interference. Now I wonder, and we'll see if they do call that here, or if they're going to pick up the flag. Yeah, they do call defensive pass
Pass
interference.
interference against the
So that's an
Indians.
automatic first down. That'll give them a little bit more time to try this. I thought there could have been an argument there that they were both kind of going for the ball simultaneously because he didn't really hit him directly. He hit him as he was reaching for the ball.
After the penalty's marked off, the Eagles
Well,
will
we'll
have
see.
a 1st and 10 at their own 40.
So they're up to the 40-yard line. We've got 4:22 left here in the second quarter. And get a little bit of a wide receiver swap. Too high, one down at the bottom of your screen. Davian Patterson back there to throw this. He's going to look back. He's going to have to put it up if he wants to.
Oh,
he does.
interception!
And it's picked off. Oh, no, they're going to wave it off as incomplete.
Pass is ruled incomplete.
Incomplete. They're going to say that he didn't catch the ball.
Oh.
Coach is going to have a talk with Day because that's now 2 consecutive plays. Let's look at the replay on this one. Where does it come out? Right there. Tuck the ball, go down.
It's
Throws
Corey
it up.
Smiley.
Oh, yep, he did just drop it.
Yeah. A little bit of a trap.
Yep. Close to it. Smiley was ready for it.
Yeah.
St. Joe defense stands strong again. And I'm trying to figure out why they're back there. Is there a...
Smiley also in on that last pressure.
Because it should be 2nd and 10 from the 40.
It should be.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
I was going to say.
Did we miss something?
The guys on the flags are right this time.
Yeah.
In that they didn't move.
Perfect day for football. I can't get over how perfect it is outside.
Yeah, just turning into a beautiful night, too. Lights are on. Still got the sun up a little bit.
Looking down the shadows of downtown South Bend. Just a beautiful day.
We're gonna miss this in about a month.
We will. Trips wide receivers to the right. This time he's going to throw it outside. Can't quite get it. Too high of a pass. Attempt there was for Adrian Petty. And they're now looking at 3rd and 10. Substitution as well for the Indians. Santana Suarez, who had a really big play early, got himself one of those TFLs. Back into the game. 3 wide receivers, top of the screen for Adams in Wesson and Petty. Sekendi down at the bottom as he takes the snap, puts it into his wide receiver's hands. Just a quick in route. And 1 broken tackle and a first down. A little bit of life. Kind of a quick breath there. That one is Petty as well.
Petty running that almost to perfection.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Nope, right inside the linebackers and goes forward. And just like that, Adams is on the Adams is now on the Indian side of the field.
It's okay. I mean, for the most part, they were.
Yeah.
They have been this game. So
2 to the top, tight end of the right side as well. Day under center. 1 wide receiver to the left. He's going to take that snap. Puts it back down. Completed pass again. I think maybe he found his target that's going to get him where he needs to be. Adrian Petty again. Quick gain on first down. Looks like about 5. Puts him up to the 42.
Gain of about 5.
The quicker Patterson has been able to throw the ball the last couple of plays, it's gotten them a net positive.
40.
If they can keep this up.
43 is where they're actually going to spot this one. This time they've got that tight end on the left side. 2 wide receivers below. This is going to be a quick run. Gets it into the back, and he'll get another first down. But we do have a penalty. And again, a little further upfield, but still in the area of holding. Yep. Holding call on Adams.
It's happening at a point on the field, too, where they've picked up the first down already.
Yeah, and
that's just a backbreaker.
If you're Adams, it's heartbreaking. If you're the Indians, maybe a little bit of a sigh of relief. You want to go in, if they can go in at halftime 7-0, after the way things started, that's pretty solid. They pick things up the last drive.
After the penalties marked off,
we'll see if they can keep it going, but first they got to get Adams off the field. 2 wide receivers left, 1 top right. Gonna get a hard blitz from the left side. He gets there around the corner, but it's in the belly of the back, and not much to be gained. Are they gonna call it a fumble recovery? Was he down?
The keeper fumbles the football.
Yeah, he did. He fumbled the football, and it was picked up by Torrin Day and taken for about another 7 yards. Let's see here. What do you think? Hard to say, but you know what? The referee was right there on top of that.
Yeah.
So we'll give the benefit of the doubt. This is almost a goal line formation, and it's going to be a running back keeper. Pitches it to the outside. He finds a hole. He makes a break, gets the first down on the outside, and we're going to get another hold again.
Flag on the play.
This time on Adams. They'll go backwards, and they'll try that third down again. But good run for Amari Wesson.
Again, another back-breaking penalty right here. They had the first down.
Substitution coming into the game for the Indians, number 21, Dom Kremers. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the second. Just want to let you know we will have a pair of interviews coming up for you at halftime. We'll be joined by South Bend St. Joseph Principal John Kennedy and Father Jeff Moody, along with the 3 senior captains from the girls soccer team. They are currently 7-2 and on a 7-game winning streak.
Wow.
So stick around for that. We'll talk to the girls about their success and how the season's been so far for them. Trips left, single high right, and a false start.
Oh, man.
False start against the Eagles.
They'll march him back another 5 yards, and we'll go to 3rd and 18 as we're now under 2 minutes on the clock. Whew. That's a rough one.
They had the third down converted. They hold on the play. That knocks them back, and they've just been going backward.
Yep.
Like,
Day will take the snap again, and they're just going to play field position. Ball's down, ball's out. Picked up by St. Joseph. Let's see what the official call is. They're waving their hands as if the play were dead, and there's the signal.
There it is.
It's a fumble and a recovery by the St. Joseph Indians. Here's your replay. Oh yeah, he was definitely up. I think all of the officials were kind of screened on that play and couldn't quite see it come out, but he was definitely standing straight up when that ball came out. So that is the second turnover of the game for the Indians.
St. Joseph getting to work with a short field once again with 1:38.
And we'll see if... Yep, they're going to have Ortiz come back into the game. He spent the last drive on the sideline, the only scoring drive of the game so far. Let's see how it works out. Couple of backers right there with him. He's going to scramble out to the right. Looks like a design quarterback keeper. It is. A little bit of patience. Finds a hole, pushes forward for an extra couple yards. That's a solid gain of about 5 or 6. We'll see where they mark him.
I think they're going to give him 6.
Yeah. Second and 4 on the 38. They've got 1 minute and 20 seconds left. That 2-minute offense is definitely going to be working to see what they can get here. Steps back. Ortiz throws it outside. He should be able to pick up the first down here. Juke in. Gets it forward. Pushes him to the 31. They'll stop there. They'll get a new set of downs.
If he had kept going to the outside,
he had so much green.
Yeah.
I think that's a catch and read.
Yeah.
You make that read right here. If you look at it, he made that read that he was coming back inside before he even caught it. But it's okay. First downs are first downs. But that clock is ticking. Ortiz under center. 2 wide receivers left. He's going to look bottom of the screen. And wow, dangerous throw. But still manages to connect with Sparky. It is Sparky. There you go. And a timeout on the field. We're going to hold it here. Again, special thanks to South Bend St. Joseph. St. Joseph High School's aim is to transform students in both heart and mind and prepare them to serve God, the church, and the world. The mission made possible by people like you. And gifts to the Fund for St. Joseph keep tuition affordable and ensure that St. Joseph has all the funds necessary to provide an exceptional Catholic college prep education. So you can pledge your support today. Join us at stjoehigh.com/giving. That's stjoehigh.com/giving today. Lot of academic excellence for St. Joseph High School. They have a lot of notable alumni from here in the South Bend area. I had a list printed off earlier this week of some of the players they've had go to the next level. There was once upon a time, I wouldn't quite call it a pipeline, but it was not uncommon to see South Bend St. Joseph students that had played football, had gone to state championship games, wear the blue and gold the next year. South Bend likes to pull from its own backyard. Well, I mean,
the best recruiting trip is one where you don't have to travel.
Yeah, these guys drive like 5 miles. They get a hot dog.
Yeah.
After the game, they find their way over to Fiddler's Hearth for some fish and chips, and everyone has a good time. 39 seconds on the clock as they're back down. Ortiz under center, too high, left, one in the bottom right. Looks like he's going to be looking left for this. And he's going to hold it. He'll take. He's got the corner.
He's got the first down.
First down and out of bounds. Smart play by Ortiz. I think what they had a little bit further down the field.
That'll be an Indian.
They had a corner route that I don't think developed fast enough. But you only burn 7 seconds off the clock. You gain close to about 10 yards there. And you move up to the 17-yard line. There's nothing wrong with that.
That was a really smart play by Ortiz to just put the ball down and get the first down and run out of bounds.
Something to be said for coaching up.
Yeah.
As they gave him a minute on the side in that last drive. So with 32 seconds left, 19 yards between the Indians and pay dirt. Ortiz steps back. Puts it up in the air. He's got a one-on-one situation, but just overthrown a little bit. The attempt was there for McCullough.
Intended for McCullough.
That's a good shot to take on first down.
McCullough had the position too, but it was just a foot over his hands.
Yep. If you're going to take that shot, and you've got...
Yeah, if you're going to take that shot, make it a shot where only your receiver is going to catch it.
27 seconds. You've got a timeout, so you're not exactly in rush mode yet.
Right.
Take that shot on first down. See what you can get. See what we get this time. It's going to be McCullough top of the screen. And it's going to be Spark at the bottom along with Miller. Takes the snap, hands it off. They'll go look for the right, but just nothing there. And down at the 20, I'd imagine that is going to be gain of...
Solomon Parker on the tackle.
There we go. Timeout again for the Indians. We'll keep it here as well.
Solomon Parker leading the charge there for Adams on that tackle.
Solid tackle. And they did end up giving him 2 yards. I didn't think he even got that much. So a little bit of an advantage there. A couple of scores for you. If you're down in Indy, Cathedral at last update from our end, 28-0 over Chittard. About 5.5 left to go before halftime. New Powell's beating Mount Vernon right now. Hamilton Southeastern is tied with Fishers at 14. We're going to pull up the old Twitter, see what we can get as far as local high school football scores here go. Because the Indians are definitely going to be keeping a close eye on that NIC. As we get back down for what's going to have to be a couple of pretty tight plays here for the Indians. 3rd and 8 on the 17. Ortiz takes the snap. Oh, no! He gets to the outside. He might have something, but he might... Look at that move.
Wow.
He's not going to get to the outside. 10 seconds on the clock, ticking down. Because he gets the first down, it stops. So that means they have to get back to the line fast. I think a substitution here might not be the best idea.
I think.
But they're running a bunch of players out as soon as that ball sets.
I think they're doing a field goal.
Yeah, they're going to kick the field goal. 9 seconds to get it set. We'll see.
Jones.
No motion yet. Clock still hasn't restarted. And a timeout by Adams.
Icing him.
I don't know if you ice the kicker when they have to make the change that fast.
Yeah.
But they're going to ice him, and we're going to see if we can get 10-0 on this side. I don't know exactly. He got the first down, right?
Mm-hmm.
9.5 seconds left. That timeout changes this call.
Yeah.
You now have 9.5 seconds to take one more shot at the end zone.
Absolutely. Yeah, get the offense back out there.
On that last play, what Ortiz missed by only looking right was that McCullough ran a perfect corner route and was wide open. All he has to do is put it over the back of the cornerback, and that is a quick touchdown. I really wish I had the John Madden screen in the pen.
The telestrator.
That's what I need. I need the telestrator so I can pull that. Just be like, oh, right here, hit the guy, boom. But we'll see, because they're going to march the offense back out there again with 9.5 seconds. Now, if you're Ortiz, 9 seconds is a long time to make a play happen, but you cannot take a sack, and you cannot throw it short of the goal line and hope your wide receiver is going to make it there. This has got to be.
You got to be looking at the sidelines.
This has got to be sideline score or nothing. We'll see here. 2 wide receivers on either side. He'll step back, look forward, throws it to the corner. He's there. Did he get the ball? He did!
What a catch!
What the toe drag on the outside for Kyle Fortner, and that gives them a chance to go into halftime. 14-0 will have the extra point. Crew out in a second, and how much is Adams going to kick themselves for that right here? Top of the screen outside, just drags it, gets that single foot in. Ortiz on the throw. Let's talk about how perfect that was.
That was textbook. It was textbook.
That was Drew Brees.
That was exactly what you wanted. Back shoulder.
Throw it at the top of the route before he even has his shoulder turned.
Yeah.
Could it have been more inside? Yeah, but, got it. Perfect throw. We'll get the extra point here.
And if it fell incomplete, clock stops, you can kick the field goal.
Exactly. And the extra point is good, so we are at 14-0 with 5.5 seconds left. So are we keeping it here? We'll take a break. 1 minute break, and we'll be right back, and then it's halftime and another break on IndianaSRN. And we are back on the field to finish things out here in the first quarter. We're going to get a kickoff here. I'd imagine it's going to be just about what we saw last time.
A little squib kick, yeah.
Kind of a half squib. They've only got 5.5 seconds to kill. As we line up, and it is Gary Jones taking the kickoff. Love big kickers. Puts it up. Really good spot. Fair catch called for. No, it went to the wrong guy who called the fair catch, but he kneeled down.
Yeah,
he kneeled down and then he ran. That's going to be a penalty, and I'm pretty sure that runs out the clock. Maybe, I guess maybe since it's technically a dead ball foul, maybe they just move him back 5.
Caught by Dudley.
The other guy called for a fair catch,
right,
but didn't catch
Penalty
it.
on the flag.
And then he tried to pretend like he was going to down it and go forward. 0.5 seconds off the clock. 0.7 seconds off the clock, my bad.
The flag is being picked up.
Yeah.
All right.
They're just going to let him have it there and count it down. And kind of a formality on this one. Let's talk about that St. Joe Indians offense and the last 2 drives and how much they've picked it up.
Yeah, Ortiz has ever since he got coached up for that one play, he's been a wrecking crew against Adams here.
He came out. He sat out one drive. He watched his team score a touchdown.
I don't even think it was a drive.
No, he was out the whole drive.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah, he was out the whole drive. That drive went to Lopez. But, I mean, Lopez, yes, on the drive, didn't throw the ball a single time. That drive actually belonged to, as I'm looking down the list here, because Joe Piontek. He's the one who had that touchdown, and I think he probably had close to 50 rushing yards just on that drive.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been a force as well, Joe Piontek. And, things are rolling right now for St. Joe.
All right, they're just going to hand this ball off, and it'll be a quick tackle up the middle. That'll run out the clock. We're at all zeros and a 14-0 lead for the home team, Indians, as we go into halftime. We're going to be right back. Coming up, an interview with Principal John Kennedy and Father Jeff Mooney in just a couple of minutes on IndianaSRN.
Never miss a big game by downloading the IHSAA TV app for free on any device. For your iPhone or Apple TV, check the App Store. On your Android or Android TV device, load up the Google Play Store. Have a Roku or Amazon Fire Stick? We have the app for you. Check us out on Facebook Live, Twitter, or YouTube Live by searching for IHSAA TV. Or as always, click to IHSAATV.org for quick and easy access to your favorite IHSAA live and archived events.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
You're good at keeping the car clean. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
And welcome back to South Bend, Indiana, Layton Stadium, Father Bly Field. The St. Joseph Indians currently leading the South Bend Adams Eagles 14-0 as we go into halftime. And one of the best things about being out here at South Bend St. Joseph is a dedication to excellence in education. It's long-lasting. It's been here for a lot longer than I've been around, and I am very happy to be joined by two of the we'll say principal members of making that happen, including the principal. That's Principal John Kennedy, and along with us as well is Father Jeff Mooney. Principal Kennedy, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
And Father Jeff, thank you as well.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's there are worse places to be called father than South Bend, Indiana, right?
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Maybe so. It comes with a lot of responsibility, but you guys do a great job. This is an amazing school. Education is the priority, always the priority for student athletes. We're out here watching football, but what happens in the school is what's important. We're a couple months into the year. How's the school year going so far for you?
We have really gotten off to a great start. The students just came in this year with, I think, just a ton of positivity and joy. I feel a sense of unity in our student body, and it's just their enthusiasm. Our students are just fantastic. They're talented. They're fun to be around. And our staff, our faculty and staff, is so dedicated that I think they hit the ground running this year with a lot of enthusiasm as well.
Father Jeff, you get to interact with the students on kind of a different level. Tell us about how the year started for you.
I would echo much the same thing. The word that came to my mind was just cheer. I feel like there's just cheerfulness. I think the students are excited to be back in full force.
joining their activities, whether it's sports or we have our band out here tonight. It's just really good to see them excited about the school year.
They are definitely excited. I know a couple of kids, the Guttermuth family that has come through this school, and close relationships to them, and everyone says the same thing. I have a cousin who's in the junior high. He'll be here next year. I'm excited to watch him too.
Excellent.
So Principal Kennedy, we talk about excellent. We talk about a history of excellence. What goes into making that happen? What are your keys to ensuring that year to year you guys continue to grow?
Yeah, great question. I think to talking about it on the academic side of things, we really challenge our students. We challenge them to be the best they can be. We ask a lot of them, but then we also support them. So it's the combination of putting challenging work out there and having high expectations, giving really good quality instruction, but then meeting those kids where they are and building a sort of a bridge for them to get to where we need them to be. And I think we just look for them to grow every day, work hard, and just be the best they can be every day.
Well, it's not easy doing that year to year. Kids change.
That's right. Kids do change, and I think our student body has evolved a little bit, and so we're happy that we've been able to meet those challenges. And one thing we've done is we've started to offer more choice. We have a variety of programs. We have a Project Lead the Way biomedical program, an engineering program, a computer science program where kids can take 4-year course sequences in those things, kind of a little bit of a specialty. We have a lot of different choices for kids to really get engaged in academics.
I learned how to use CAD when I was in high school. I don't even think an 18-year-old would know what CAD is these days. Father Jeff, you're year 2 here. Faith formation, staying faith positive, big initiative for South Bend St. Joseph. Tell us how it's been for you.
Sure. I think this year we're really looking ahead at how we can boost the spirituality at our school. We're looking to revamp our retreat program this year. We took a group of our students up to a retreat center in Michigan a few weeks ago. They did a high ropes course. We had some good conversations together. And we have a lot of good retreats coming up for all grades, freshmen through seniors. We're going to do a Notre Dame pilgrimage in a couple weeks at the beginning of November or so. And I think we're just giving the students multiple ways to engage with the faith, depending on what their different interests or kind of spiritual ambitions might be. We're trying to build up a leadership program of having our students become more upfront with kind of leading our other students in prayer opportunities during our masses, our liturgies. So it's really great to see some of our students really take the initiative and have a desire to want to lead in this way, because we really do want to kind of build future leaders for the church. And that starts here when they're in high school, already kind of taking the ropes and getting involved in these different activities.
So for those who are not familiar, if we're getting, IndianaSRN, traditionally this is Indianapolis station,
Sure.
Our first time up north. For those that don't know, South Bend, a uniquely Catholic devoted community, smack dab in the middle of northern Indiana. What sets you guys apart? What do you guys do to really, make that big St. Joseph difference?
Yeah, again, a great question. I think it's the sense of community. I think that we're all rowing in the same direction. Like I said before, we're challenging students to be the best they can be. Our teachers are dedicated and bringing their best every day. And then we support each other, and we have an incredible sense of community and family and love for each other and love for the school. And even when you think about it from the alumni perspective, we have so many people who come back to the school and support the school in different ways that I think St. Joe has made its mark here in northern Indiana in that way.
I would agree with you as well. It has been good to have you both up here for a little bit. We'll be back for all the home games, so hopefully we'll get a chance to chat with you again. Father Jeff, Principal Kennedy, thank you very much. Appreciate it. It's been good to talk to you.
Thank you so much for
Thank you
having
us. God bless.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back talking to members of the girls soccer team. They're on a 7-game win streak. In just a minute on IndianaSRN.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners, because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
And we are back at Layton Stadium in Father Bly Field at St. Joseph High School in South Bend, Indiana. Your halftime show. We've had a pair of interviews. I want to say thanks again to Father Jeff and Principal Kennedy for running us through what's going down on the academic side. On the athletic side, football's great, but man, the action is with girls soccer right now. They are on a 7-game win streak. That's insane. With us for a couple of minutes here before we close things out, we have Ella Frick, Peyton Hull, and Lauren Harrington. I didn't have enough time to figure out who is who. So you answer these questions however you would like to, but it is very good to have you with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
7-game win streak. That's impressive. That's pretty good. Starting the season 7-2. That's a really good way to get the year started. How does it feel?
It feels really good, especially after losing our first 2 games. And I definitely want to give credit to all the girls for all their hard work. I definitely think that our team has a great willingness to work and a large desire to win. So the first 2 games really kind of put the fire under us to get it going for the next 7 games to come, and hopefully for more games to finish out the season. And a quote that we said this week was, if winning doesn't matter, why would we keep score? And so we really kind of play to prove that we will outscore our opponents and we are going to win the rest of the season.
Now, the girls soccer program here has a really good history. They went to semi-state last year. You lost to what would be state champions. Yeah, it kind of takes a little bit of the burn off, maybe. This year, got a little unfinished business you need to take care of?
Oh, for sure. I think, last year it was an unfortunate loss. Losing in PK shootout, that's not very exemplary of how the better team. And I feel that this year, they graduated some good players, and I think this year we're really building as a team and we're really mending well together. And so this year we're the more talented team. We're here to win.
What have you guys worked on during the offseason? What do you think your biggest aspect of your game that's improved from last year?
I think connecting through the middle is one of the biggest things, but honestly, probably our attitudes and our teamwork. Just the team as a whole, we've gotten really close, and we've got a great squad.
How many players are you returning, seniors this year that are coming back for this year?
We have 4 returning seniors on varsity this year.
That's awesome. And keeping that cohesive group together at any sport level is really, really difficult.
Yes.
Glad to hear that that's translated. Looking into the immediate future, you've got a game against Valpo tomorrow. That's going to be a tough one. What's going through your head today?
Yeah, we're looking forward to it, and we know they have a young team, and we're coming off of a big win streak, so we're definitely looking forward to that game, and we think we can come out with a win as long as we work hard and put everything out in the field.
Okay. We're going to have to – we got a little bit of time left here on the interview, so let's talk to you personally. I didn't get names, so you need to tell me who you are.
I'm Lauren.
Lauren, what position do you play, and kind of what's your favorite part of your game? What do you do?
I play striker, and I definitely like just finishing. That's the biggest part of my game.
Yeah. That sounds like a pretty typical striker. We'll start here.
I'm Peyton. I'm the goalkeeper.
There you go. Okay. So you've got the hard job.
Yes.
And it's for other schools have called a lot of girls soccer before. I've watched a ton. Actually, I just did announcing for a game yesterday.
Oh, really?
That's especially in girls soccer, that's such a hard position to be in. Talk about it. Where are you? And I'm assuming you're a senior. So where are you as a senior going into this year? What's your mindset?
So honestly, being a senior, I really have the mindset of, okay, I want to leave everything that I have out on the field. It's my last high school season. There's nothing to hold back anymore. And then I think especially the leadership role. We've been waiting. Us 3 have been on varsity all 4 years, and we've been waiting to finally step into this leadership role. So I think the 3 of us have really led it well, and that goalie, it is a hard position, but I am a pretty vocal person.
Hey, there you go.
I would say I'm a pretty confident person, so I think that helps, vocalize, tell the girls where to go, and then keep everyone positive.
More or less vocal than the defenders, because I think, from what I've learned, the gals playing defense are usually the ones that talk the most.
I'd say maybe a little bit louder, but Lainey Etter is pretty loud back there too, so I don't know.
And I'm assuming Ella?
Yes.
Yes. Tell us about yourself.
I play outside mid forward, and I definitely think that the best part of my game is making other people be able to score. Almost, I feel like running down the sideline and giving it to like my striker Larry or anyone else who's in the box and is able to finish. I think that really helps our team out.
So you like serving up good passes?
I do, and scoring when I have the opportunity.
There is, I think there is nothing better than a true teammate, and the true teammate passes the ball. Girls, it's been great to chat with you. Good luck with the rest of your season.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good, amazing start to the season. We'll check up with you later.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back, and then we're back to football on Indiana SRN.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday nights, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to IHSAAfoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 160,000 participants here in Indiana who take part in high school sports.
Every day in the United States, 2,500 children between the ages of 12 and 17 abuse opioids for the first time.
Most of these drugs enter homes legally, prescribed by a doctor. Many kids get prescription pain pills from friends or relatives, sometimes without the person even knowing.
The lawyers at Anderson, Agostino, and Keller urge you to use your medications only as prescribed and to properly dispose of any unused medication.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
And welcome back as we are just starting to finish up halftime here at St. Joseph High School in beautiful South Bend, Indiana. Great to be joined by both members of the faculty and members of the girls soccer team there during halftime. As always, if you want to support St. Joseph athletics and academics, it's as easy as going to stjohigh.com. St. Joseph High School provides an award-winning, affordable Catholic education, preparing students for their college and their career. Thanks to school choice expansion, tuition is now more affordable than ever. You can join the St. Joe family by visiting today at stjohigh.com. And we are getting ready for the beginning of the second half. Jim Irizarry is in the broadcast booth with me. Jim, you've got some scores from around the area. Let's go over those.
Yeah, we've got Mishawaka and Goshen at the half. Mishawaka 30, Goshen nothing. Also, Elkhart leading Washington right now at the half. That is 34-0.
And that's going to be one to watch because that's the next game for St. Joseph at home that we're going to be here for is against the Lions.
It is. New Prairie and Marion. New Prairie leading 14-7 in the second quarter.
New Prairie.
That's the last checkup.
Such a good team for 1A.
Penn traveling down to Cincinnati to take on St. Xavier. They are losing at the half 28-3.
Okay.
Riley beating Clay 13-0. And yep, there we go. That's it.
Well, we are getting ready to go here as the kickoff is out. First time receiving a kickoff today is St. Joseph. Cuts up the center, finds a hole, and just kind of gets wrapped up and lost in the numbers. But still a pretty solid return all the way up to the 26-yard line for Hayden Miller. So for those that
hang on to that one, too.
I know.
We had a couple of guys wanting to get in on that before the whistle blew.
So for those that missed the first half, it was kind of a Jekyll and Hyde situation for St. Joseph's offense.
It really was. Really, neither team got going offensively in the first quarter.
No.
Like let's just move past the first quarter altogether. And then head coach Ben Downey did a little bit of coaching up with his quarterback, with Alex Ortiz. And ever since then, St. Joe has been flying high, has been looking really good.
And it's Ortiz back behind the offensive line, taking the snap, puts it in the belly of the back end. He'll push forward to about the 30-yard line. Good little gain on first down. Now, and actually, that's a really good example, I think, of the way the second quarter was different from the first quarter. They seem a little bit more happy with just taking those up the middle yards.
Yeah. Yeah, the defense for St. Joe has been lights out.
Oh, I mean,
has
incredible.
been lights out. So 14 points. I think we've got enough of a spot for him right now.
2 drives in the second quarter, 2 touchdowns off of those, and 2 turnovers in the second quarter as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's been the big difference.
Adams has also been shooting themselves in the foot with penalties.
Yep. Ortiz back under center, wide receiver on either side, 2 backs behind him. He's going to give it up to center again, hits a quick hole, makes a move, and gets some good yards. Jack Tobolski, the 6'1", 178-pound junior, has started things off here, and he's got them just shy of first down yardage. So we'll have a third and very short.
Are they giving them the first down? I think they're giving them the first down.
Oh, they did give them the first down. Okay.
First down.
It does look from here like they had it, but it also looked like maybe they were going to hold him back, so nothing wrong with that. Adams' defense has got to figure out something here.
Yeah. I think any sort of points for St. Joe on this drive.
These formations for St. Joe look like they're straight out of the 1970s. And that's just another handoff right up the middle to Tobolski, and he'll get himself another 4 yards on the stat sheet. But it's they're putting power up front.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting in extra blockers, and they're just letting it happen. They don't seem too eager yet to try and just pump up the score and pump up the stats.
Right. They know they're ahead 14-0, and they know they've got a defense behind them that's that's been playing really well tonight.
I would love to see the stats. I would not honestly be surprised if you add in penalty yardage if Adams was close to 0 or negative yards. It's got to be close.
Yeah, that would be, I would not be surprised by that either.
Ortiz takes the snap. This time he hands it off to Tobolski again. Bounces to the outside. Shakes it on the tackler. He's still on his feet. He's going to go all the way down to the 30 or to the 42-yard line.
Wow.
What a bounce there.
And to stay in bounds, too, on that run, making the spin move and staying in bounds to pick up extra yardage.
Replay coming in for you. As you see right here, outside, bounces off the first hit, and then number 8, let's check that. That's Solomon Parker, just does not finish the tackle.
No.
And a heads-up play by Tobolski to realize that and not stop his legs. Just kept churning.
Yeah, since the start of the second quarter, Adams' tackling has just been abysmal.
Hey! Taco. Okay, just wanted to make sure that something weird wasn't happening there.
The password is Taco. Taco!
Ortiz takes the snap, puts it into the back this time, and he'll get back up to the line of scrimmage. This time on the handoff, it is Brady Farrell. Got to like Ben Downey's game planning here.
Absolutely.
It's keeping South Bend Adams on their toes. I'm not in the head coach's mind in this one, but I like what he's doing. You had the defense, South Bend Adams defense, totally worn down at the end of the first half. They get the break, they get a breather, and now you're out here just letting your big guys just smush them.
Just pounding them. Nothing flashy.
Yep.
I don't think they've thrown a pass yet.
Well, here's Ortiz on the outside. Looks like it's a designed run. It is.
Yeah.
He'll go back towards the middle, picks up a lane,
Man.
dragging
Whoa!
tacklers as he gains about 11, maybe 12 yards. And then we're going to get a penalty flag at the end of the run. We'll see what the call is here. But what a run by Ortiz.
Oh, man. Look at Ortiz just heading left and pile on everyone. Oh, wait, you're still not bringing them down.
I mean, Ortiz is not a small guy. 6'1", 184.
Yeah, he's got some size to him, and he definitely had the power on that run.
Well, they're moving the chains, so whatever the call is, it's going to be on Adams. Oh, no.
St. Joe.
Personal foul against the Indians.
Oh.
Personal foul against the Indians.
Wow.
Okay. Probably a little bit of something extra after the play.
Well, John, maybe things getting a little chippy, but
here's what's happening. I think they're considering it a dead ball foul, so he gets the first down. First down markers go all the way up, and then they march him back 15. So now it's going to be 1st and 25.
Wow.
That's not good. A lot of yards to make up.
After the play, it will bring up 1st and 25.
And we're having a discussion here. Take a minute to thank St. Joseph High School again for bringing us out here today. Did you know that Indiana offers state tax credits for donations made to the scholarship programs? It's called the Scholarship Granting Organization of Northeast Indiana, the SGO of Northeast Indiana. You make a donation, half of that then becomes a tax deduction. $1,000 becomes a $500 tax deduction. $2,000 becomes $1,000. You can do the math yourself, but one way or another, you're helping students and you're helping your bottom line. And you can find out more at stjohigh.com/giving.
From the Adams 47.
All right, so since it was a dead ball foul, it's still a 1st down and 10.
They just moved the ball back.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Handoff is there again. Outside, breaks a hand tackle, and he'll get up to about the 40-yard line. And Tobolski is just running like a madman out there.
Yeah, Tobolski's definitely feeling it right now. He's just following his blocks.
They still have not thrown a pass here. We have burned down to just over 8 minutes on the clock.
These are some big boys they're running down here, too.
2nd and 3, man. They are. I mean, like I'm looking down the list here of their running backs and wide receivers.
Yeah.
You know, Day McCullough, 6'2", 183. Hayden Miller, 5'11", 214. Are you kidding me?
That's a load.
Man, they got some big guys down there. Ortiz, back in the shotgun to take the snap. Hand it off to Tobolski again. He'll get the first down and about 3 yards extra. Some great blocking up front. Yeah, and we haven't talked about that yet. Let's talk about the offensive line for St. Joe. Struggled early, and now it seems like they're just impenetrable.
Yeah, they are just having their way.
They
just having their way.
They clearly are enjoying the run blocking game a whole lot here. But offensive guys do, don't they?
I've always found that offensive linemen, if you just tell them to go hit something, they pretty much like it. They go do it, and they go do it again and again and again.
What was it that John Madden used to say? Tell them there's a cheeseburger at the end of the first down.
Right.
Make some blocks. But they're doing great. St. Joe's doing great. Figuring some stuff out here. And they marked him he had the first down, though up to the 34-yard line. Good spot to be with just over 7 minutes left. 20 seconds, 16 seconds on the play clock because I can read.
This is a good long drive, too.
Really good. They're going to burn more than half the quarter here. They already have. Passes there, and Ortiz is going to get hit from behind. Good penetration by number 7, Kamaj Parker, to stop that ball short of the goal line.
Yeah, Kamaj Parker just got in there so quick. The offensive line was looking to hit him, and he just completely dodged them all together.
Couldn't get him. Just absolutely juked him.
He was in there quick.
But they keep the ball on the ground. They keep burning the clock.
Yeah.
If I'm South Bend Adams right now,
do you burn a timeout already?
Not yet. Not at a 2nd and 11. But I'm a little frustrated with how much time's come off the clock.
Yeah.
Down 2 scores. 2 wide receivers down, right, 1 up top, left. We'll see. And this time he will throw it. Takes it, puts it up the middle. He's got his guy, hits him just shy of the 20. He pushes it all the way up to the 15 and will be down at the 12-yard line. What a great first throw from Ortiz right into the hands of Fuda.
Austin Fuda having a game today on both sides of the ball.
Defense, he's been crazy. Here's the shot, and look right here. Hesitates a second. Fuda actually turns to the wrong direction, switches his body on the run. That's not easy to do.
Yeah.
Picks it up and gains some big yardage here, and they're going to mark him at the 13. But 1st and 10 of the 13. You've effectively now burned 7+ minutes off the clock.
6.5 to 7 minutes, yeah.
By the time this drive's done, that's impressive. They keep moving. Ortiz hands it up the middle, and he's going to get close to the 5-yard line, but not quite. Great run by Dabalski again. And again, he's all over it. Tobalski. I said Dabalski. Tobalski. And that's what he does. He toes that ball as far as he wants to.
Irvine on the tackle.
So we are going to get a timeout on South Bend Adams. We'll take a timeout too. Short break and be right back from South Bend, Indiana on IndianaSRN.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
Sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Ground and pound is the name of the game as the Indians, currently up 14 points on the South Bend Eagles, are in the red zone, down at the 6-yard line and ready to score again. 5 minutes, 22 seconds. I'm Carl Stutzman. Jim Irizarry joining me for today's broadcast, and very happy to have you with us. Jim, this is just kind of takes the fun out of life if you are a defensive lineman right now for South Bend Adams.
Yeah, that timeout was a mercy timeout from the coaching staff at Adams because their guys just look gassed right now.
I mean, it's 2nd and 3. They can get a first down without a touchdown. I don't foresee a way that this ball doesn't make it into the end zone, and it's going to be stopped just shy there as Tobalski gets down to about the, let's see where they mark him, probably about the 1.5, 2-yard line. But there's no way that
goal at the 1.
Yeah,
yep.
there's no way this ball doesn't get punched in here.
Yeah.
The change, I think, is twofold. One, St. Joseph has done such a good job at just cornering isn't the right word, but just cornering the South Bend Adams defense into having to stop them.
Yeah, they've just been pounding them the whole time.
Yep. Ortiz looks like he's going to go for the keeper. He does. Does he bounce in?
He
does.
He is.
Stands up into the end zone, and that's another touchdown for the St. Joseph Indians. And we are now sitting at 20-0 with 4:45 left here in the third quarter. Extra point team coming.
6:15 of just ground and pound football.
I mean, they started all the way back at the 26-yard line.
Yeah.
And they threw the ball one time.
Uh-huh. Yeah, one time.
Almost all of that was ground yardage, and including a pretty big penalty, a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah. They were, St. Joe was even able to convert off of that penalty. I mean, they were pushed back to midfield, and nothing was stopping them that drive.
Yeah, they are absolutely killing it on this one, and we'll see if we get the extra point here. Snap is down, kick is up, kick is good, and 21-0. 4:45 in the third quarter. Taking a quick break and be right back on the Indiana Sports Radio Network. here for the kickoff. After that, I'd say quick score. It was not a quick score.
No.
You drive, I almost said it, you drive almost 8 minutes off the clock, go from your own 26-yard line with one passing play. I'd say that is a nice, long, prolonged drive. And if you're Coach Downey, and if you are the guys on the offensive line for the Indians, you are feeling pretty darn good right now.
If you're Coach Downey, you take that series, and that's the video you show.
Yeah, that is.
This is how we do it every time.
Textbook, 100%. Kickoff coming from Gary Jones, probably another little hopper, usually right around the 30. And he calls for the fair catch at the 32. So that's where South Bend Adams will get their first opportunity to try and put some points on the board. You know, and it's look, there's a lot.
We know the offense is plenty rested.
There's a lot of football left to play. We got 16 minutes of football left.
Yeah.
But that being said, if we're going to get the same old out of South Bend Adams right now, backups may as well put their helmets on and get ready.
Yeah, start getting warm at least.
Because
start stretching.
You're going to be into the game here pretty quick.
Yeah. Maybe seeing some JV kids getting some varsity time.
Torrin Day back playing quarterback. Takes that first snap. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Picks up a quick 2 yards.
Gain of 2.
So it'll be 2nd and 8. Moves them up to the 34-yard line.
Boyd on the stop.
I mean, those little yards count. They weren't really getting those yards before. Well, okay, let's talk about this too. The South Bend Adams offense, as much as we say they haven't done anything, they moved. Yeah. But they also then moved backwards.
Yeah.
Penalties.
Yeah, the penalties are just killing them. It's not like they haven't had any big plays. They have. But within 2 plays, they're walking it back 5 yards, 10 yards, 15 yards on a couple of occasions, and you're not going to get any point. Like if you just keep making the field longer, you're not helping yourself.
No, and there they pick up what looks like about 2. No, they're just going to give them 1. So we'll have a 3rd and 7 here. I mean, 2 read options, 2 handoffs to the same guy.
It has been the same names we've been calling, too.
There's not been a variety of names that we've had to worry about here. Day's back there under center. He's going to have to throw this one. Gets it out of his hands quick. Nearly picked off.
Yeah.
So let's see in the middle on that one. Number 54. They don't have a 50. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong list. We do have a 54. That would be Jack Aronowski.
You're looking at the Adams roster.
I was looking at the wrong roster. Aronowski was there to kind of put a quick hand on it, but the ball was just a little bit short. And they're going to have to punt again. So what did we say it was down to? Was it 4:43? Something thereabouts? So they didn't.
4:45.
They barely burned off a full minute.
Flanagan is deep.
And what do you think is going to happen in the next drive? St. Joe's probably going to go right back to just ground and pound.
I mean, why would you change it?
This kid can punt.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Did he touch it?
He may have.
Who's going to fall on it? At this point, they have to have touched it. Where's that ball? The ball goes to South Bend Adams.
That's a big boost
and
for
that
Adams.
is a big boost for Adams and a big mistake for the Indians. Ouch.
Ooh.
Let's see here. I mean, there's no doubt it was touched on the back end. But, yeah, you just walk away, man.
Yeah, at that point, you've got 2 guys barreling down on you. You're going to get tackled. You're going to get hit. So you're just on the field for 7 minutes. You know you can run against them.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
Just let it go. All right. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Best scoring opportunity Adams has had all night. Bounces to the outside, cuts back up the middle, quarterback run. He makes it up to...
Oh, nice open field
tackle.
tackle.
How about that? Sam Sparks.
Sam Sparky right there.
Brought down by Sam Sparks.
Sam Sparks, okay.
Yep. We got a Sparky and a Sparks.
We got a Sparky and a Sparks.
What a tackle. Look at this replay. Look at this replay. I mean...
Look at that.
I honestly, I thought he was past him, and I figured he's going to go past him, he's going to cut inside, and he's going to make it up to at least the 15. But They gain nothing.
That was tremendous.
2nd and 10, Day back under center. They got to try and make something happen here. Really bad fake. Tries for the screen and wisely throws it into the ground.
Pass intended for Love is incomplete.
I think there was some miscommunication there. Whenever you see a quarterback fake pitch to nothing,
yeah,
you can usually assume,
hey, a pass is happening here.
Yeah, someone got something crossed. And so now it's 3rd and 10 from the 20. Man, South Bend Adams
going back to that tackle again.
South Bend Adams is gifted a ham, and they can't make anything happen to it. Christmas ham wrapped in a bow.
Going back to that tackle, if that tackle's not made, he's probably got a touchdown. He had a lot of green in front of him, too.
Well, he's got 3 wide receivers to the right this time. His most reliable wide receiver. Snap is high. Going to just get it to the outside for a screen. Cuts inside, breaks a tackle, gets past, up to the, not quite to the 5, but he'll stop at about the 7-yard line. Solid play. Got to make something happen. One of the few names we have called today, Josh Nziza, who's also their punter, by the way. He's the guy who punted that one that got messed up, and here he is picking up some big yards. Great block on the outside, too, by Solomon Parker, who got called for a huge penalty earlier in the game. Snap is there for Day. Going to be a direct to the running back snap. Gets nothing up the center here. Sorry, but you're going to have to apologize after I adjust my microphone here real quick. Sorry for the noise.
There we go. You all good?
Yeah, got to switch ears. I'm, more than a decade in broadcasting and, hearing. I don't know if it's a buzz coming from the headphones or if it's just the buzz that now permanently exists in my head. We're going to get another direct running back snap on this one. A little bit of a motion there on the right-hand side. He's going to keep it, go up the middle. Breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2, breaks 3, and pushes his way into the end zone. The Eagles have found a way to get on the scoreboard with 1 minute and 47 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and boy, did they need it.
Yeah, that muff punt.
That was it.
That's the sole reason.
Yep. Nice and solid up the center. Just found a hole, followed the blockers. Who is that on that lead block? Number 50, Michael Jones. Great block.
Yeah.
Great block. And we're going to see Nziza try for this one, too. And again, solid kick. What are they afraid of kicking field goals for?
Right.
That would have been good from at least 40 yards.
Both of these teams.
Yeah. 21-7 is your score. Indians still holding on to a 2-touchdown lead. We're back in just a minute on the Indiana Sports Radio Network. You'd think we could say it's turned into a game, but at this point, unpredictability is the name of the game. South Bend Adams I mean, after picking up a muff punt, South Bend Adams pushes 20 yards to get into the end zone, find their way into the scoreboard, and we are looking at 21-7 with 1 minute 47 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. The Indians about to receive, and Ziza's going to give us the kick. So far,
Adams so needed that.
Yeah, two drives, one for each team, touchdown on both. Well, I guess technically that qualifies as 3 drives.
Technically, sure.
Yeah. And, an onside. Someone's got to get to that ball.
Oh!
They don't. He picks it up, and he's all the way up to the 32-yard line. But we also have a flag on the sideline. I'm willing to bet that ball is going to have to be kicked again. The surprise onside squib works out big for South Bend Adams, but I'm going to go ahead and guess it's coming back. We'll have the replay up here in just a moment. That's crazy.
Did it not go far enough? Or,
the flag is going to go on the Indians.
Oh, wow.
Let's see here.
Yeah, it definitely went far enough.
So what's the? I didn't see
three St. Joe Indians running into each other.
I don't see a flag. Are they going to pick it up?
They may have picked it up.
I don't know. The referee wants us to raise the roof.
Sideline warning against the Indians.
Sideline warning. That's what it is.
All right. Okay.
So it's not really a penalty. It's just a warning.
All right.
And again, South Bend Adams has a chance here. Now it's a game. I said before it was unpredictable, and 20 seconds ago me was an idiot. Because we're right back in it. They are 38 yards away from really turning this thing into a contest. A muffed punt and an onside kick. Somewhere out there, Pat McAfee had a tingle in the back of his neck, and he doesn't know why.
Right. Somebody get him this tape.
Here's the snap. Quick outside pass. Breaks one tackle, but he'll go down. Got just enough of him to knock him down. They're going to mark him for no gain. So it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line. You know, for St. Joseph, look, their defense has been solid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's be honest. They've given up net 20 yards, and it was just that touchdown drive.
Yeah.
Because they stopped them before the punt.
Right.
So they're still dealing with, and then they're playing a great defensive game today.
Yeah, this is not on the St. Joe defense at all.
It's not.
This is
Day takes the snap, lots of green space on the outside, and
Love around the right side. Gain of a yard.
had a lot of green space.
Is Love gonna get up from that tackle?
Man.
On the stop.
Yeah, he's going off to the sidelines after that. Look, I can give you.
He got sandwiched.
He got sandwiched, and then it was McCullough who came in and threw a little bit of mustard on it and finished that tackle off.
Yeah.
As we're ticking down under 40 seconds here left in this quarter, we'll get a couple of plays. Big bunch formation to the right side. It's going to be a screen. You do what's successful. St. Joe calls a timeout, so 30 seconds left in the third. We'll take a timeout too and be right back in 60 seconds. It's St. Joe Indians football on the Indiana Sports Radio Network.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Back at it just in time to see this snap. Day looking to the outside, fakes the screen, throws it up the middle, and he pulls it down. He's got some space. Let's see where he stops. Turned down at the 10-yard line. Good hard run by Josh and Ziza. And how about that? A little trickeration from the South Bend Adams Eagles.
It's one play is all it took to just tip the scales.
Man, and you know what? Who was right there trying to get onto that one was wrong roster, Austin Fuda.
Yeah.
He was playing hard. So let's see. We're at a direct running back snap here. The outside to Love. He's going to bounce it, and that's going to be a really easy false start. I don't know. I don't know how that snap even managed to make it as long as it did. 5 yards backwards.
I think they saw that one over at School Field.
Yeah.
That's how obvious that one was.
8.7 seconds left. The quarter that won't die. 21-7 is your score. It is going to be a 1st and 15 from the 15. I say 1st and 15. I think we're at we're at
first and goal.
First and goal.
Score, Marion and New Prairie
at the 15.
14.
New Prairie, how about that? Coming back, tying it up with, or Marion coming back up, tie with New Prairie. Man, you want to talk about a school that hits way above their weight? New Prairie is insane.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with New Prairie football,
they're a really well-kept secret.
They've got to be one of the best 1A programs. I mean, I know it's different by state.
Quarter number 3.
Yeah. So, all right, that is the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a third quarter. We'll be right back from Layton Stadium here on IndianaSRN.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
We are back for the fourth quarter at Father Blythe Field at St. Joseph High School. Your score is 21-7 with the South Bend Adams at first and goal from the 15 following a surprise onside kick. Jim, I don't even know what to think anymore at this point. I mean, if you're asking me which team is better out here, St. Joe, hands down.
Yeah.
But if you're asking me which team has done the best to take advantage of their opportunities at this point, at least in the second half,
and 15.
It's the Eagles.
Yep, absolutely.
From the 15.
So we'll have a trips bunch. Well, they broke up the bunch, but still trips high on the left. Single wide receiver down at the bottom of your screen. Day takes the snap. Another quick screen pass.
Oh, he's got blocking.
He's got a good look at it. Hits the corner, makes it to the edge, and down to about the 7-yard line. So we're looking at a second and goal with 7 yards to go.
Gain of 7.
They're killing them with those screens.
Yeah. Down at the 6, so.
And now we're looking at the opposite problem. I haven't checked on my watch how long this has been, but that Indians defense has been out there for a while.
They have been.
Snap is there directly to Love. He hits the corner. That's going to be a walk-in.
Yep.
There's no question about
There he is.
that one.
Yep.
And no laundry on the field. That's another touchdown for the Eagles. We got ourselves a game.
What do they do on the kickoff?
I don't know. Nothing. This was just nothing. This was all blockers.
Yeah.
Oh, but did you see that? That was a pretty obvious hold on the outside edge.
Yeah, it was.
But that's the one where the coach says, give me all the big guys.
Right.
11:47 still remaining here.
Flag on the play.
Oh, okay. We're going to see what happens. That was not on the field initially.
No, it was not. That is a late flag.
Conversations happening with the St. Joe sideline, and the Adams head coach does not look to be very happy. Waiting for the call. But they are signaling for 2-point conversion, so I think the score still counts.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
There you go.
Against the Eagles.
Kicking. Someone kicked the ball, I'm guessing. So unsportsmanlike conduct will move them back just a little bit.
I think they're going to put it on the kickoff.
Yeah. And they're not going to go for the 2-point conversion. Instead, they will just try for the extra point.
Take the points. Yep. Take the guaranteed points here.
Yep. No
or
reason.
At least the easiest points.
No reason.
The way this game's going, who knows how this extra point's going to go.
And Ziza, who had a huge play on the other end, and that's going to be an offsides by St. Joe. I don't know what they do in this situation. Oh, they called a false start. Okay.
Wow. That's going to push him back.
Well, now he's just doing a slightly longer extra point. Did not see this second half coming.
Yeah, this has been a roller coaster this second half.
14-0 is where we were just a little bit ago.
It's been fun.
It's
been a fun half.
Here's what I'm seeing down on the St. Joe sideline. The guy who really carried that last drive on his back, Jack Tobolski, he's got his helmet on. He's getting a drink. He's getting ready. But look at the big men just ready to go for St. Joe. Try for the extra point. And Ziza again. Straight on kick. Gotta love it. gets the extra point. We're at 21-14, and that means a break for us. We'll be back on IndianaSRN.
Adams, 14.
Every day in the United States, 2,500 children between the ages of 12 and 17 abuse opioids for the first time.
Most of these drugs enter homes legally, prescribed by a doctor. Many kids get prescription pain pills from friends or relatives, sometimes without the person even knowing.
The lawyers at Anderson, Agostino, and Keller urge you to use your medications only as prescribed and to properly dispose of any unused medication.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
What will happen next? That is the question we're asking ourselves right now. Out at Layton Stadium at St. Joseph High School, South Bend St. Joseph High School, beautiful South Bend, Indiana. The lights are on, the air is cool, and trick plays are abound.
After the unsportsmanlike conduct is assessed,
it's going to
Adams
be
will kick off from their own 25.
A little bit of a more difficult kickoff for Adams this time, but I mean, they also had an onside and picked up the ball after the last one.
Yeah.
So now what?
Yeah, what are they going to do this time?
Miller is deep for the
This is the
ultimate. Do you think St. Joe's wise to it, or?
I mean, even if they are wise to it, if he puts the ball in the exact same spot, doesn't matter how wise you are. Right. That was a really good placement. So let's see the kick. He is going to boot it deep this time.
Getting whistled dead.
Yep, but that's going to be. That's from the far end. False start on the offense. I don't know that I've ever seen a false start on a kickoff get called by the back judge. Okay. All right.
I'm mystified by that.
This now
I'm totally mystified by that.
And so this now marks the ball back to the 20. Which, one way or another, the Indians are going to have really, really good field position here. This game has been exciting. It has been baffling. It has been slow and infuriating. You know what this is?
High school football.
Football, baby.
That's right. It's high school football.
It's fall and it's football, and I love everything about it. And you know what I'm also proud of our booth? Not a single pumpkin spice latte to be found.
Yeah, right?
Fight the system. Forget the pumpkin spice.
Way too warm.
Before long, it's going to be pumpkin spice flavored footballs, and then I'm going to have to start protesting.
Let's wait till October.
Right? We don't even have leaves falling yet.
Right. They're not even changing.
Pumpkins don't even hit their full growth for another 2 weeks. All right, here's your kickoff from Nziza. Nice kickoff.
Man.
Back at the 18-yard line. He's going to head to the far side. No blockers in front of him, so he's not going to get much further than that. And Nziza deserves a game ball for his kicking alone.
That's fantastic. That's a great kick.
So they're going to start the ball from the 27-yard line, 1st and 10. Last time they had the ball, they ground and pounded it out from almost the exact same spot. It was the 26 going in the other direction.
Yeah. And then, after that drive, I think this is the first time they've been on the field since that drive.
It is.
Because South Bend Adams has been...
We had a muffed punt.
They got the muffed punt, and then the surprise onside kick that had a nice return on it.
I'm going to look at this real quick, because I can give you a good idea of how long in real time it's been since. It has been almost half an hour since they were on the field.
Feels like it. Certainly feels like it.
All right, here's the snap for Ortiz. He decides to keep it himself on the read option, goes up the middle, and he'll get about 4, looks like. 4, close to 5. He was fighting for it, too.
Yeah.
But you'll take 4 yards on first down every time. 11:15 on the clock and counting.
Nothing's going to kill momentum for Adams quite like
a long drive.
Quite like a long drive by St. Joe.
I mean, like I said, in half an hour of real time, only about 5 or 6 minutes in football time,
right.
They put 2 touchdowns on the board.
Yeah.
So here's the snap. Ortiz right into Tobolski. Tobolski. I don't know why. Sorry for almost clotheslining you there with your own microphone. I don't know why I can't get Tobolski out, but he gets the first down and they move forward, keeping it on the ground. So the clock keeps on ticking and St. Joe keeps on moving. South Bend Adams defense not coming out with the same amount of fire as their offense did.
Gain of 6, and that's a St. Joe first down.
See what we get. We haven't seen much in the way of passing. We've seen a single pass from the Indians in the second half. Spark comes off, and Haig comes on. It's going to be Fortner down at the bottom of your screen. He's the one who caught the touchdown right before halftime, and kind of a bunch to the right of Ortiz. Hands it off to Tobolski again. He's going to fall forward for a minimal gain of maybe 2.
Yeah, they're giving him 2 there.
Lots of whistles. And
Patterson on the tackle.
Don't think that's is that a flag down in the field? Yes, it is. There's a yellow piece of something, and they're calling holding. I believe that qualifies as a penalty. They'll move 15 yards backwards and not where you want to be as the Indians.
Holding against the Indians.
Of course, that flag sponsor, right? Who was it?
Thompson's yellow flags.
Thompson's yellow flags.
The yellowiest flags in football. I have legitimately been using that terrible, cheesy line for more than a decade.
That's a spot foul, so after the penalty,
it works.
It'll be first and 17.
Clearly it does. Not as many penalties here in the second half as the first, though. Ortiz takes the snap, single back behind him, 2 wide receivers on either side, tight end on the end. Big hole for Tobolski, and he takes advantage of it. He'll get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's a good sign for them.
Yeah.
3rd and 10 is a lot better than 3rd and 17. Or is it now? No, second now. Sorry.
Yeah,
second and 10.
Second and 9.
Final from Indianapolis. Cathedral 38, Chittard 0. High-scoring game between, I'll have to look it up in a minute, but almost 70 points, more than 70 points combined for the Covenant Christian game.
Wow.
Handoff up the center for Tobolski again.
Tobolski.
He'll gain 4 or it looks like about 4. And so now they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 6. Kind of looking at where the ball goes, and when you can't see the ball, you got to look at the markers, and the markers looking for the ball, they can't see it either. So we'll see what they put together here. I'd imagine this ball will come off the ground. 8:40.
The one pass that we have seen in this half from St. Joe, it was a great pass.
Fantastic throw right up the center to Austin Fuda. It was like a 25-yard gain.
This would
Perfect.
this would be a great spot for another one of those types of passes.
Well, we'll see if they do a fake.
Yep.
Straight back. He's got to get rid of it. He's got pressure coming on his blind side. Cuts up the center. Breaks a couple of tackles. Keeps spinning. He's wide open. He's going to hit the 40 to the 35-yard line. An amazing run by Ortiz to put a spark back in these Indians.
I was thinking pass.
I was
thinking pass.
I was thinking he was too. Look right there, number 5. He was looking to Fuda again. The defender had it well covered. He cuts up the center. One mistimed tackle. 20 yards later. That's a big run. Moves him up to the 36.
Adams has had a tough time tackling tonight.
They have. So we'll have Fortner down at the bottom of your screen. Spark up on the top right. Tobolski still in the backfield, and he's going to get that handoff. A couple of guys there to meet him already, but again, pushes through the tackle and gains 4.
Gain of 4.
Every time he touches the ball, he's winding up with like
Not
3
much.
or 4 guys on him.
If we can get a replay on that, I want to point out something that's happening, interesting, in the middle of the line. Well, I mean, I don't know if we can, and if not, I'm guaranteed they'll have the same play. Right here, notice the pull is absolutely every single time getting the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not getting any direct contact from the line. It's all coming from the linebackers, And, you and I have watched football long enough that Davian Patterson makes that tackle. You lose a lot of momentum trying to get through those guys.
Yeah. Just.
Yeah. Ortiz under center. Pretty tight formation here. He's going to keep it to the right side. And nothing going that time.
Gain of a yard.
Maybe they'll give him a yard. Okay.
Wow.
Yard works. So 3rd and 5. Look over on the far sideline, and you'll see what's happening. Aside from the fact that the wide receiver who's warming up with the opposing quarterback just fell over a sign.
Right.
But they've got a different quarterback on that sideline over there warming up and throwing passes, and he's throwing some darts. We might be looking at a quarterback change on the other side here. We'll see what happens. Ortiz back behind center. 2 wide receivers this time. He's going to look to throw it. Steps back. He's got a wide right side. Pitches it back deep. It's going to be a 50-50 ball. And it looks like Nziza goes up and makes it happen. Man. Nziza has been insane.
Yeah, he's been kicking the ball unbelievably well.
Yeah, he's probably got close to 50 yards receiving this game.
He's probably the reason why they haven't thrown the ball a whole heck of a lot, because he is just playing shutdown defense.
It was a good look.
Yeah,
I think that maybe it was just a little bit too much hesitation on the back end. But at 4th and 4 at the 31-yard line, you go for it.
Yeah, Ortiz needed to throw that like a half second sooner.
I think we're somewhere between 4th and 4 and 4th and 5, but we're going to get a timeout regardless, so we'll take a timeout regardless. Back in just a minute, St. Joseph Indians football on the IndianaSRN. Back in South Bend, Indiana, Father Blythe Field at Layton Stadium here. Watching the St. Joseph Indians, the South Bend St. Joseph Indians taking on South Bend Adams. Indians have the lead 21-14. A contentious second half. Good football. What you live for.
This has been a really entertaining second half.
I like weird and exciting. And on a surprise.
This has definitely been weird and exciting.
Surprise onside, muffed punt. That's how 14 points made it for Adams.
Mm-hmm.
We're 4th and 4, 4th and 5. As Ortiz gets ready to take the snap, he'll hand it up the center to Balski. No, not this time.
Not this time.
And he's not going to get there. That was for Joe Piontek. No flags on the field. That is a rallying moment for the South Bend Adams defense.
Adams has over 6 minutes left now. They've got pretty decent field position now.
Now, what's interesting is they have yet, and we got to be clear about this, and I got to be careful about how we say this. They have yet to score a touchdown. They've yet to score anything starting on their own side of the field.
This is true.
The muffed punt put them at the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
The surprise onside put them at the 30-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where both of their touchdowns have come from. Very short fields. So we'll see. St. Joe's defense, up until those 2 drives, were rock solid. Rock solid.
Remember when we were putting dirt on Adams' grave? The Adams defense's grave?
I don't know what you're talking about. I am a broadcaster. I make no mistakes.
I'm only
so
seeing that on a note.
So here's the snap. And he gets sacked. Fumble. Ball's on the ground. Who has it? It looks like Adams is going to fall on it, and they'll retain possession.
Ooh.
And it is still Torrin Day at quarterback. But he was hauling back for a pass.
Yeah, he was.
Let's look at this guy who gets in on the tackle here. Flash to the outside. Yep. And it's Aronowski. He's had a pretty good game, too. See what happens there. And that's a play that, as a coach, scares you.
Yeah.
because you're going to have to move the ball through the air here. You don't really have a choice.
Yeah, at this point,
we'll see what happens. Day under center again. Looking to pass. Fakes it. Turn back around. They're setting up the back receiver screen. He throws it deep, throws it away. Good call.
Day's pass is incomplete.
There was a look that he had there. And by the way, as you're seeing on the field, we did get confirmation. Number 0 is Jeremiah Love.
Okay.
So it's a 10. He's just wearing 0. Looked to me like they were setting up that running back reverse screen.
Okay.
Run the opposite direction, turn back, throw it again. So I think kudos today for not trying to make that happen.
3rd and 13.
But a long 3rd and 13 here. We'll see what happens. Trips down at the bottom of your screen. He's looking for it, looking deep up the center. He's got his guy and nearly throws what would have been a killer interception.
Day's pass is incomplete.
Day McCullough right there in the middle to try and get on that. He's had a great game as well. 6'2", the senior at 183 pounds.
I'm not sure if he doesn't tip that ball, that doesn't wind up in his receiver's hand.
Yeah, I don't know what happens. I think that if he doesn't tip that ball, I think one of the other guys catches it.
Yeah.
Okay, so interesting play here. They are not going to have a man deep to return this. Joe Piontek is going to stand up close. He'll be the closest. One hop, nearly blocked. And they're just going to be content to get the ball.
Oh, what a bounce.
Man. You got to wake up early to get a bounce like that.
Oh, man.
All the way down to the 18-yard line. That was ridiculous.
St. Joe will take over first.
Ben, give us the replay. I want to see that roll.
That was a solid 20 yards of roll. That was amazing.
See, look at this. This is how you this is the strategy. First you let it bounce, catch him off guard, right? Then you let it hit, and then you let it roll 20 yards, and then you go play defense.
Man.
That's how the coaches wrote it up. I want to say thank you to St. Joseph High School, by the way, for having us out today. Not just football. I want to say congratulations to the 2022 state championship athletes at St. Joe. They had 3 state titles this past spring season with softball, boys lacrosse, and tennis doubles. 3 state titles in one season. So congratulations to the St. Joe champions. Look forward to seeing what you guys can do again this year. I look forward to seeing what they can do on this drive. 4 minutes, 55 seconds left in the game. Ortiz back at his zone 18 is under center. Predictably, hands the ball off. And still pushing forward is Tobolski. He'll probably get 2 yards on that. Not much. But at this point, they're happy to play the field position game.
Playing it safe a little bit right now, too.
Yeah.
Playing it safe. And if you're going to put it in somebody's hands who's not going to go down, who's not going to make it a quick play.
Tobolski.
It's Tobolski.
I'd love to see his numbers. He's got to be close to 100 yards rushing.
Yeah.
Just on one drive alone, I'm pretty sure he had close to 50.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get a look at those, and when we're back for your next home game, we'll get you some stats. As they are looking to move things again, they're going to wind that clock as far down as they can. Down to 2 seconds. Hand off to Tobolski again. This time he gets a nice hole and gets him up to the 25-yard line. That's going to make it a 3rd and short. I mean, Adams can maybe give up.
Gain of 5.
I mean,
3rd and 3.
Let's assume St. Joe gets this first down.
Mm-hmm.
I think Adams has one more drive that they can let just happen. You know what I mean? One more. They can let one more first down happen.
Yeah.
After that, they just don't. I mean, they've got 2 timeouts.
Yeah.
But the way that their offense has moved the ball just isn't going to be there.
Yeah, this is definitely playing it safe.
Oh, Tobolski gets hit early, but they're pushing him. Let's see where they stop him at. That's going to be close. That's going to be really, really close. How about Tobolski getting hit behind the line of scrimmage, bouncing off and pushing that thing forward?
Man.
We get a first down. We'll get a replay for you here. What's the call? Waiting for that decision. They moved it backwards.
Wow.
About 2 feet. So we're going to have a 4th down.
4th and a yard.
And a timeout for South Bend Adams. Take a timeout and we'll be right back in just a minute on Indiana SRN. I want to give a quick shout out and a thank you to my partner here, Jim Irizarry. I'm Carl Stutzman. I don't know why I did it in that order. Thank you, Jim. You're wonderful. Also,
you're welcome.
Our producer, Ben Wood. Ben, say something if you can't. Ben doesn't want to say anything. He's so shy. He's a tall, handsome young man who deserves every bit of respect and is too good for us. We appreciate him here. Also, the same can be said for our cameraman, Chuck Levine. I will ask him later for his cousin Adam's phone number so I can text him about how terrible his music has gotten.
Don't let the wife see that.
My wife doesn't like Maroon 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just not been there.
Sparks to punt.
We'll see here. They've got to pick up some ground on this. And a solid kick, end over end. Going to bounce at about the 40. They better grab that. And about the 41-yard line. Right on the edge of the danger zone for what South Bend Adams can pick up.
St. Joe needed one of those 20-yard rolls on that punt.
Not to sound dramatic, and I would love to eat my words, but it probably comes down to this.
Yeah, absolutely.
It probably, at least for South Bend Adams, it comes down to this. You know, they're not going to win the game on this drive, but they can tie. 21-14, 3 minutes, 11 seconds left. You've got good field position. They're going to have to open it up.
Yeah.
I was surprised to see how quickly they abandoned the screens.
Yeah, they were working. They were working really well, and then, one didn't, and it's ever since then the switch has been turned off.
So we'll see what happens. Torrin Day back in as quarterback. 3 wide receivers down at the bottom. It's going to be a handoff to the outside. He's got some space, too. Love gets upended and down at the 45-yard line. That is actually their best gain on the first play of a drive. So not a bad start.
Sam Sparks getting
there.
up a little slow.
I mean, that was a great tackle. Behind him, there's not a whole lot.
Yeah.
It's a good tackle.
Yeah, he came out on that one.
Heavy set to the left. 2 wide receivers at the top. Tight end on the left side as well. And we're definitely going to get a too many men. I don't know how that flag didn't get thrown 30 seconds ago. Because too many men in the huddle, too many men on the field. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm counting 11 out there. Illegal substitution. Okay. It's like it was going to be something. But that's not good. You had a good gain on second down, 5 yards, and 4 yards. Now you get to lose another 5. So we'll see how it goes. Ball's on the 40-yard line with just over 2 minutes for South Bend Adams. St. Joe giving some respect to the receivers out there. Outside, throws there, and hit hard.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't know about that one. I know what they're going to call.
Yeah.
And I fully disagree.
Yeah.
Can we see that one again? That looked... Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good either. Yeah.
We've got a player down, so we're going to watch this. It's unfortunate, but, I mean, that's completely clean. He hits him with the shoulder pad.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have an extended timeout here real quick, so we'll take a break. We'll call it 2 minutes to start things out, see where we are, and reassess. This is Indians football on the Indiana Sports Radio Network.
You want a career that fuels your passion for sports and physical activity. IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences offers that and more. You'll have insider access to sports, fitness, and exercise science professionals and learn from faculty with years of industry experience. And with Indy as your classroom, you'll study next to world-class sports facilities, Olympic governing bodies, the NCAA, and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to launch your sports industry career. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorites.
My kid earned that solo!
You saying I did?
Yeah!
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
And we are back at South Bend St. Joseph High School. We have an injury down in the field, so here's the plan. We don't know how long this is going to take. We have an immobilized player down. It does appear at this point to be Day McCullough. We'll get a confirmation on that soon. But while they attend to the field, with respect and prayers, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to cut audio, and we will be right back as soon as action returns. So stick with us. Thank you. If you're at home and got a space to say a couple words, I think now would be a good time. We appreciate you sticking with us, and we will be right back.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorites.
My kid earned that solo!
You saying I did?
Yeah! I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
Okay, and the good news is we are back on the field, and it looks like he was able to get up with some help and sit down on the cart as he was going. Scary moment. High school sports are always scary. You could hear some of the sirens and stuff behind us. I'm guessing he's going on an ambulance and going straight for medical care. But the good news is he's on the cart. He's alert. He's sitting up.
Yeah.
And he's off the field. So prayers from our end. And we hope for McCullough and the McCullough family that everything works out well and that he receives the best care and attention that he can get.
Are we on the right side of the field here?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. All right.
I can't remember quite honestly.
No, it's going to be first down and an incomplete pass for South Bend Adams and a big opportunity. But it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 45 as we get back into it here. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. By the way, there was a penalty on the hit that led to the injury.
Right. Okay.
And it was a 15-yard forward. That actually would have been 3rd down. It would have brought up 4th down, but the play moves forward and the drive keeps going. And with the incompletion, the clock stops. So here we are. 2nd down. Day takes the snap. A little bit of pressure. Finds his guy up the middle.
Wide open.
Oh, bounces off a tackle. Takes another one, bounces off it, gets hit from behind, and dropped down at the 34-yard line. 34, 33. We'll see where they mark it, but Adams is finding a way to move this football.
Now it's St. Joe missing tackles.
Yeah, right by himself, wide open in the middle. And with 1 minute and 48 seconds left here, it's going to be a touchdown. It's got to be. Pass up the center. He finds his receiver again. He's going to be down to about the 22. Great throw by Torrin Day. And those practice passes on the sideline were definitely paying off.
Torrin Day just threading the needle.
That was
pretty. That was pretty.
Looking like another number 3 who's playing for Denver now.
Yeah.
And this is where St. Joe, they're giving a lot of space to these receivers. He's going to turn around and curl, but we're going to get a pre-snap penalty here. Maybe. We'll see what the call is.
Day's pass is complete. Flag on the play.
I don't know what they're going to throw on this, but that was still a pretty good gain with 1 minute and 17 now on the clock. Might be a defensive infraction. We'll see. Nope. False start on the offense.
False start against the Eagles.
5 yards backwards. You know what? I'd love to say that has kind of been stunning them to this point, but to be honest, so far this drive and the last drive, penalties haven't made a big difference.
They've been overcoming them in a way that they weren't earlier in the game.
The 10-yard cushion on the outside for the receivers is interesting.
I know you
don't want to get beat over the top. Pressure up the center, throws it up. That's going to be man, so close to being picked. Let's talk about Amari Wesson on that one, going up and playing cornerback.
Man,
because that was going to be an easy pick.
Yeah,
he just puts one hand up there, stretches as far as he can, gets 2 fingers on it, and deflects it.
I mean, regardless, you can't be thrown into double coverage like that.
He just hung him out to dry.
Yeah, that was a business decision almost.
Yeah. All right, they are up to the 32. Trips to the left. He's going to look left again. Good coverage. Droops it out there. There to immediately make the tackle. Looked like Alex. That wasn't Alex Ortiz. Number 5, so Fuda.
Yeah.
Makes the tackle on that one. Solid play. 3rd and 7. 50 seconds on the clock. This is what football is about. Snap is there. Throws it up the center. He's got his guy. Who is it? It's Nziza. He's dodging around. Breaks a couple of tackles, and he's going to be down at the 5-yard line. That's going to stop the clock, and Adams, I think, is going to have to take a timeout here.
It would be smart for them to do that.
First and goal for the Eagles from the
Someone's got to take a timeout. Look at that play by Nziza. He is going to win this game by himself.
We're going to keep playing.
All right. We're down to the 4-yard line. 30 seconds and counting. 1 score separates it. We're now in a wildcat formation. Snap is there. Love gets it. He's going up the center, and he is met by the tacklers short of the goal to score. but not that short. Now it's just a yard.
He had a hole, but he got stopped at the last possible second.
All right, so South Bend Adams takes the time. Yeah, South Bend Adams takes the time out. This is absolutely insane. I genuinely don't know how to feel about this. By the way, I want to say thank you to our presenting sponsors today. You've seen their commercials during our breaks, but that's Anderson, Agostino, and Keller. Attorneys in the estate planning group at Anderson, Agostino, and Keller are here to assist you with all of your estate planning needs. That ball sitting at about the half-yard line, and what would be, I would say, it's not going to, the game's not over, but I jinxed us so many times. Half a yard. Big man football. We are in a wildcat formation. Body against body, strength against strength, muscle against muscle. Here we go. They're looking for the snap. It's there. He cuts to the outside. Tackler there. They're on the out. They're going to stop him short. He's not going to make it. They'll call a timeout, and they'll get one more shot at it. Actually, South Bend Adams is out of timeouts. I looked at the screen wrong. That's the game. 3, 2, 1. We're done. That's your final. 21-14. The Indians hold on. A South Bend Adams attack to grab the victory. What an incredible night of football. All right.
An amazing stop.
That was, let's replay. Do we have replay on that guy? We'll get the replay up here for you in a second because we need to throw some shout-outs to the players that were right there on the front of that tackle. I mean, look at this. We don't have to play. We got into it just a little bit late, but I mean, look at that. You could see. I mean, it was Fuda.
Fuda was in there.
It was everybody. It was everybody getting up top, and what a great effort! A by South Bend Adams.
Yeah.
And B by South Bend St. Joseph. So we'll take our first time out here. And we're going to be back with the athletic director to join us for today's game, Stephen Anthony. We'll talk about the game. We'll talk about athletics. And that'll also give us a little bit of time to wrap things up and chat about things in general. What a roller coaster for your first home game of the year. Man. All right. We'll be right back in just a couple minutes on IndianaSRN.
A career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. This land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
Needing to hire someone to take care of your loved one when you're away? Maybe your family member just needs someone to talk to when you're not around. Why not contact Indiana licensed Serenity Care Services? Call Angela, owner of Serenity Care Services, at 317-900-6202. Our team of trained and experienced personal care providers are licensed to serve seniors requiring companion care and light housekeeping services in Indianapolis and its 5 surrounding counties. Call us today at 317-900-6202. Now hiring qualified.
A win for the Indians and a close one, down to quite literally the last half yard and the last few seconds. 21-14 is your final here from Father Bly Field at Layton Stadium. I said it right before the break, and I'll say it again. What an amazing home opener for the Indians, and just such good football.
That
just
was
great football.
That was such a fun game. Like a tale of two halves, really. The
Yeah.
first half, okay. The second half started off. We thought this was going to turn into a laugher.
Mm-hmm.
We thought that St. Joe was riding the momentum. They had Adams on the field for over 7 minutes at the start of the half, and then all hell broke loose.
Yeah, there's no way around it. It just got crazy. So South Bend Adams 2 scoring drives, just to recap.
Mm-hmm.
One came on a muffed punt, on the other end of a muffed punt. They got the ball on the 20-yard line, and then they immediately followed that up with a surprise onside kick.
Yeah.
In real time, they scored 2 touchdowns in about 30 minutes, okay?
Mm-hmm.
For as long as they were able to keep South Bend St. Joseph off the field. In game time, they scored 2 touchdowns in like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
That's been their only score, but then they turned around and had some pretty solid drives.
Yeah.
That one to end the game, they started at their own 41-yard line, and I thought to myself, I don't know if they're going to make it, but they dinked, they dunked, they took the easy yards, they made the smart plays, they got down there, just couldn't quite punch it in, and the South Bend St. Joseph and South Bend St. Joseph, their defense, bend but don't break.
Right.
They bent.
Yeah.
They didn't break.
they were definitely bending, especially at the end. They went a little bit prevent defense, if I dare say, the words. But they prevented Adams from scoring, so I guess it worked.
Yeah.
It must have been the right call. So
now we'll do this real quick. Athletic Director Stephen Anthony not going to be able to join us with the injury and some crowd things. You're not here to know this, but there's some sort of police situation going on down the road. He was not able to make it up. We will talk to him at our next broadcast. We'll look forward to catching up with him then. They have done an amazing job. We cannot say enough how much we appreciate our hosts. Really quickly here, players of the game. I will go ahead and I'll take the Indians. I'll take the hard one because they had a lot of guys playing really well. And I'm going to give a player of the game A and a player of the game B. My player of the game A, Austin Fuda. And it was because he made a couple of really clutch catches on their scoring drives, played some solid defense today, and was a big part of making the win happen. But then Kyle Fortner, number 11, on the other side, caught that touchdown right before halftime on a difficult catch, and that's the difference in the game. So I'm handing those out to 2. And also, by the way, on the other side of the ball, great night on defense.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I think both of those guys were great. What do you think from the South Bend Adams side?
I'm going to go Josh and Ziza.
Yeah,
I mean, he was catching everything that was thrown to him, and then making St. Joe pay for it.
And
then he was pinning him back with his punt, like that 20-yard roll that he had on it. Just beautiful English.
Here's
had some great punts on the night, had some great catches on the night, and was a man among boys.
Absolutely.
On the Adams sideline.
Let me make this comparison for you. If you right now go to the Los Angeles Angels website and you look at their team statistical leader, who is the only name at the top of every category?
Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani. And if you look at tonight's game, the number 1 leader in every category, except maybe passing, who gets it?
I would say Josh and Ziza.
Josh and Ziza. Easy one to call. Great game to be here with you. We are looking forward to coming back and playing with you guys again. Playing with you guys. Broadcasting for you guys. I don't know what we're going to be playing with, Carl. What are you talking about? The game is going to be against Elkhart, and that is going to be a tough matchup. Elkhart, one of the bigger and better programs since the merger, and I don't know if it's their first time playing St. Joseph since the merger, but a big NIC matchup, and we're looking forward to it. We'll be back with all that, and thank you for joining us today. So, on behalf of my colorman, Jim Irizarry, producer Ben Wood, and our cameraman, Chuck Lowe. Chuck, shake the camera. Tell everyone that you're there. There we go. Thanks, Chuck. We appreciate y'all, and we'll look forward to being back for more St. Joseph Indians football in just a couple of weeks. The final again, 14-21. St. Joseph walks away with the victory on the Indiana Sports Radio Network.